Hi.
Respect.
Hi. Oh, I hear myself. I don't like that. Shut up, slacker.
Lol. I thought a viewer said that for a moment and you were she
No.
chat. I was
No.
like, ooh, got a spicy one there. There you go.
Somebody's not having a good day. Okay. There we
We,
go.
yeah, there we go.
We are in Action. Hi, everybody. Cursor moving over buttons. Um, Maybe that's me. Here we go. We're playing Caffeine server.
Yeah, yeesh.
Some kind of
Can they hear me?
mod. I think so. Can you guys hear Caffeine? I see the sound
Hello.
up.
I am the of existence.
Yeah, looks like everything's working well. Okay.
Alright.
Oh, for the first time in forever. Okay, where are you? Can I see you?
Are you in the game? Okay, I'll come to
Yeah.
Spawnfall. 1 second.
Oh, that's that. I thought that was a person.
There we go.
I was like, who is Spawnafall?
Alright, 1 sec. I'll transition over so people can see my stream. Or see me live, at least, instead of the starting soon screen.
They're like, you
Ooh, I
are
almost
live.
pressed stop streaming.
Ooh,
I almost pressed stop streaming.
you almost did
Ooh.
it.
Anyway, hi.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome on in. How you doing?
Uh, I'm okay.
Welcome to the Fletcher town of Spawnfall.
Okay.
If you come over here, you can find this lovely little waystone, wonderfully provided, and my base is Calderan.
Okay.
Welcome to the
Oh.
Gothic town of temporary village, but soon to be Gothic town of Calderan.
You guys just
I do
love taking
have.
over villages, don't you?
Oh yeah. So you're able to trade for most enchants here, most of the good enchants, and I'm sorry to let you know, but yeah,
What?
I'm at Netherite tier, so I'm
Oh.
at the late stage of the game. But
I thought someone was behind me. I was like, okay.
no,
I
no, I
mean,
mean like that's how far I'm into like playing this. I haven't killed the Ender Dragon, so we don't have Elytras or anything yet. But this is my current work in progress.
oh, hello.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a fuck, I forget what it's called. A void floor?
What's it do?
Yay. So you know infinity mirrors in real life.
I so that
It mimics the sort of same idea, yeah.
is it
How
just
it
look
like
cool or
loops. Oh yeah, it just looks cool. It doesn't have
okay?
anything functional.
All right,
But
neat.
it'll be pretty. I do have a shit mob farm over there, but I mostly get most of my experience and stuff from trading. Which
Okay,
we have a ton of Fletchers at Spawnfall and 4 Fletchers here. So easy experience if you just break down a few trees.
okay, gotcha. Hi, Phoebe. How you
And
doing?
also, if you actually make paths, you will gain a movement speed buff by walking on them.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
And anywhere you walk, the ground below you will slowly degrade into its own path, so you can make desired paths.
Oh, nice. Does it do you get a better speed boost if it's made out of like stone or whatever?
I think there's specific blocks that give the speed boost, but yes. But
Interesting.
path, I believe path blocks are the fastest one. So,
Is that a specific? Is that something I can make quickly or?
I mean, over time, like you will naturally make path blocks,
Oh,
or degrade dirt blocks, but like eventually you can just take a shovel and like turn it into a path block. So, or you could just make a path block yourself, but the desired paths help.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, pumpkin pie also gives speed boost. So
To eat it or just to
if
leave
you
it?
if you place it on the ground
Uh
and
huh.
then eat it like it's a cake, then it'll give you a speed boost. If you have it in your inventory for some reason, it doesn't give you the speed boost, but I'm pretty sure that's just a mod. So
How do I eat it?
right click it.
Uh, I
Gotta have. Oh wait,
do I have to
that's
be
in my
hungry?
territory. One sec. No, no, no. Come over here.
Hey, Goof,
So
what's up?
I made a chunk claim because this is technically an open server. So right
Oh,
click that one.
nothing. Do I gotta be hungry?
Try putting that on the ground. 'Cause we should be out of the chunk claim.
Nope, can't put it down. Oh, now I can.
Oh,
Nope, still can't eat it.
okay. Just you. What the fuck?
Mhm.
Are you
Oh,
just not hungry or something?
I blew the pumpkin pie up.
Let me look at your stream. Hold up. I'm gonna
Guess I'm not
judge you if
hungry.
you're not. If you don't, have you played Minecraft? Hello?
Yes, I've played Minecraft. How many mods does he
How
have? A lot.
Most of them are light mods and minor functionality tweaks. So it's not like crazy modded. I tried going for a vanilla plus feel. Well, I say that and then I pull out. Hold up.
Vanilla plus mods.
There's one exception to the vanilla plus rule, and that is this one. You are in my chunk claim currently, so you would
Oh,
not be able to hop in.
geez Louise. That's something I can
Uh,
build? An
yeah,
airplane?
yeah. So if you, yeah, it's a biplane. There's also different options for that. You can build like a cargo ship. Just search up in JEI or just enough items in on the right side of your inventory. Search up immersive, and you'll get all the or at immersive, and you'll get all the different types of planes you can build.
Biplane. Gyrodyne.
Yeah,
Quadrocopter.
I think that's like a drone.
Bamboo hopper. Donkey aircraft with 3 seats and pontoons. Rotary cannon. Ooh.
Yeah, so you can add little weapons on your flying planes. It's nice.
Warship.
Yeesh.
Oh my god, you can make a bomber?
Yep. You can just run by and drop like TNT on places.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
Which
carpet
is
bomb.
why I have chunk claims, so you can't do that.
I'm gonna find a village somewhere out yonder and just carpet bomb them into the Stone Age.
Okay. Uh
5,000 hours on Fortnite?
fucking
Jeez
once I get through
Louise.
once I get through your ads, here we go. Okay. Oh, I'm right over your fucking hunger bar. I can't see shit, but it looks like your hunger bar's full. So, which means you
Oh yeah.
can't eat till you sprint to the bed.
Okay. Yo, what's up, Smith? How you doing? Hello, Colton. Oh god.
Also, it doesn't take a lot of people to reset the day, so I can just funk shoe real quick. There you
Ugh, ugh.
go.
I just stayed awake all night.
Yep.
So that's what the villagers see, huh?
Yeah, basically.
You just imagine you're like, you
Um,
just wake up, you're going to work, and all of a sudden the moon is just boop out in the sky, and you're like,
but yeah, a few other players have bases under construction right now. Critica and Grary are the main two,
hmm,
but this is technically an open server, so if anyone else wishes to join.
gotcha. Okay. Which direction can I build?
If you press M, you should see my chunk claim, but like you
Oh, the
can go
pink?
wherever the fuck. Yeah, the pink.
Okay.
That's my chunk claim. So anywhere else that isn't gonna destroy my village, I'm fine with.
Okay. I guess I guess I'm gonna
That
set out.
includes destroying the theme of my village.
Don't worry, I will not touch your village. Gonna set out.
Yee.
Look for what are they called? Oak
Oh,
forests with all the foxes.
yeah. Here, I'll give you something to help with that process, since it's easy for me to make. A nature's compass.
Oh, thank you. What's this do?
Right click it and set it to oak forest or the biome you want, and it'll show you the nearest one.
Oh wait, is that not what it's called?
The
Is it wait, is it birch
I
forest?
yeah, because oak forest is the default one with like the two trees. I'm pretty sure you want the one with sweet berries, which is either spruce or uh
Okay, because the only things I can find
yeah.
are birch forest, and these are the ones in the overworld. Birch forest, dark forest,
Birch
flower forest,
yeah.
forest,
Birch is Birch is the white trees, so you probably want a spruce forest.
old growth birch, warped forest, windswept forest. Is there a different page? Search for next. Okay. Maybe I'll find it along the way. Let me try spruce, old growth spruce taiga, but taigas are cold, aren't they? You know what? Screw it.
Yes.
Let's try
Well,
it.
Taiga would be a spruce forest, though. So,
Okay, it says this direction. All right.
would you like some tools before you go, or
Oh,
do you
sure.
want to just build up from yourself? Okay. Here.
I'm
Let
not
me
one to
just.
shy away from free tools.
Uh, do, uh, uh,
Yo, what's up, Snort?
that, the, and then we'll do. I fucked up. Oh, also, most vanilla things you can uncraft. So if you make like two pants accidentally, you can get some of the iron back by putting it back in the crafting table.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it just helps.
Is that what you just did?
Yeah, because mistakes happen.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, in. Welcome on in, Claire and Sinigang Nix, otherwise known as Grary.
Thank you.
Oh shit! Wait, did Critica bonk me and I just didn't notice? Hello, Critica. Thank you for the headband. Wow, solves 90% of my problems. I know, right? Accidentally making like 60 switches, and then it's like I only needed one.
All right. Off I go.
Alright. Have fun.
If I take one more step, it's the furthest out of the Shire I've ever been.
Okay, Mr. Reference. I need to remember how to make concrete.
Oh boy, am I gonna have to play some music? Oh, stream is like, how's that? Is that better? Yeah, the stream is not picking up any sound.
Oof.
Hi, Claire.
Okay, I need. Oh, this is gonna be a long building process.
Eh?
Oh, I need black concrete, and
Oh,
it
sorry, I
is.
heard zombies. I think they're underground.
Uh,
Who's
Probably.
been sticking
Uh,
zombies under the ground?
it is I, Zombie Man.
I already told you that's not how you grow a zombie tree.
Oh. But how?
Oh, man. If only I had a boat.
If only you had a plane.
If
Always on
I
line when I'm
only
at
had a
work,
heart.
shaking my head. It's not my fault.
It's my fault. Sorry.
Yeah,
Lizard.
technically this was
Lizard.
Slacker's fault. He
Lizard.
wanted to
Lizard.
clap.
Lizard. Lizard. Lizard.
Totally wasn't me.
Lizard. 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 Lizard.
Lizard, 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 lizard. It's my
Oh, you
fault
got the lizard.
because, yeah, Claire likes the lizard button.
Fair. Time to murderize squid.
Wait, am
Yippee!
I doing this wrong? Oh, I am doing it wrong. All
Hello.
right, it's been a while. I'm used to what's that game
Oh
called?
shit, I'm drowning. I don't know. Game
High
called
Tail.
Tail High?
Yes.
Nice. Gotta love the mass murder of. Actually, I could
Oh
probably
wait, give me my crafting table.
a looter librarian. That way I can get more black ink. Eevee.
Go in this direction. There we go.
Wait, where'd you end up, by the way?
Trying to get out of my boat. Hold on, what button is it again?
Good question. Isn't it like jump or shift?
There we go. It was shift. Thank
Or
you.
crouch? No worries.
Hello, Velvet. Welcome. Long time no see. Oh, has it been that long? Hello, airplane. Is that you?
No.
Or are the Germans back?
Okay. That's a statement.
Hmm. Oh, I can't get back on the ice.
No. How you doing, bud?
Curse.
Would you like a biplane?
I don't know. How do you use it?
I mean, I could show you. Like, okay, hold up.
Is
I
it
gotta
easy?
head back.
I don't have my
It's pretty
pilot's
easy.
license.
Don't worry. I've crashed and survived multiple times. I mean, I haven't, but you know, it happens.
Okay. Hey, I trust you. I'm gonna have to turn on some music. Hold on. I forgot Minecraft does not have constant music.
I run my streams without music, as I like to fill the void with my yapping.
This guy.
I mean, hey, gotta get good at it somehow.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. Does this work? Hope this isn't too loud. Holy cow, that's loud. That's probably going to be coming out of the sound alerts thing. Okay, there we go. Tell me if the music's too loud, okay, guys?
Let's see. Hello.
But how you been, Velvet? What you been up to? Oh, interesting. There's a so that little bar on your hunger, when that bar fills up, one of your hunger goes away. That's interesting. That's a neat little visual.
Yeah. Basically, the yellow around the things settings also is your saturation, which is basically the buffer before you start losing hunger.
You moved back to Japan. Oh my gosh. That sounds like fun.
Time to find you again. Hopefully you're
I'm in a
continuing
forest.
on the same direction.
I've been alright. Hold on, I gotta turn the music down just a little bit. It's starting to eat into my concentration. Oh god. I have been alright, Velvet. Thank you for asking. It's funny because I actually just got back from Japan like a month ago.
You are.
We were exploring Tokyo. The place is a lot of fun. Yo, Smiley, how you doing? Ouch.
Yeah, buddy, I got you your biplane. How you doing?
I'm currently being ouch. Breaking both my legs. Ouch. Okay, I'm gonna die.
Oh, there you go.
Ouch.
Did you not bring any food?
No.
Okay, where?
What's up, Avery? How you doing?
Here. Food.
Thank you. Pumpkin pie. Oh my god.
Alright, let's see.
Wait, how many did you give me?
Have like half the stack. There's more over here.
Did I eat the whole thing? Oh, there they are.
Yes, over here.
Thank you. I was
No
like,
worries.
there's no way I ate that many pumpkin pies.
Okay. We're gonna need to get into an open flat area.
I am
so-
finally playing it. Are you excited?
Alright,
Is
follow
that,
me.
is that wolf? What do you mean? If you're talking about me, no, I'm not a wolf. I'm a fox.
Little foxes.
And the
Run
other,
away.
ooh, and the little blob that you see next to me, that is my friend Caffeine.
Blob?
Yeah,
Hello?
that's what you currently are. You're a little blob on my stream.
Dang. Okay. Well, here is your biplane.
Hey,
and
let's go.
Here is your fuel for the biplane. Or starting fuel, at least. Excuse me, I am giving a tutorial.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. Right-click the biplane,
Okay,
and then press E to
E.
enter the inventory. And then put the fuel in the fuel slot.
okay.
And then you want to press forward and space.
Forward and space.
And
It's
then, yeah, you
working.
wanna-
It's
I'm pretty
working.
sure you want to press down to go up. So,
Oh yeah, I forgot airplanes work on that logic.
yeah.
Yay.
You don't have any upgrades currently, so it's a bit wonky. But yeah, it'll get you around.
Thank you. Now I just gotta figure out how to land it. What's up, Chang? How you doing?
Oh yeah, good luck with that. I figured it out pretty well. Also, the circular bar in the center of your plane,
Mm-hmm.
that is how much power your plane has. Press space to increase power of the propeller and control to crouch to lower the power.
Gotcha.
So if you're going, it is a glider plane, so you can cut the power and just glide as you're coming in for a landing.
Hmm.
And ish.
Okay, we're gonna have to fly across the ocean here and hope that we don't Amelia Earhart it.
Okay.
Because I don't think that was the right biome.
Oh, good. Twitch ads are approaching menacingly.
What's that,
Hold on,
Chang?
I'm just slowly flying by your side. Hi. There you go.
Hello. Doesn't seem like
I
I'm gaining any
have-
speed.
I have a power upgrade, which is why I'm going faster.
I'm low riding it right now.
I was gonna say something. I entirely forgot. Where did you go?
I don't know. I'm flying over the ocean right now.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Hard to see
Oh, I am
the
going
little
higher. Okay.
shaders.
I can't tell.
Yeah, you went up.
Okay, maybe I should level out then. I don't want to stall the engine. Engine stall.
Oh, no, you could go straight up without any issue.
Oh. Now you tell me. Reminds you of the one edit with the friends when they are in an airplane. I have not seen it. But that sounds funny. Okay, we got land over here. Land ho! Alright, we're looking for... Does anybody know what the...
Also, yes, you can collide with each other, so be careful.
Okay. Yeah,
I
we
almost
don't...
crashed into
We don't need any U.S. Air Force incidents here. Hey, Smiley, do you know what the name of the biome that has foxes in it is?
I mean, the snow place had white foxes back there.
Oh, well, I want it to not be snowy.
Oh, well, this is the birch forest, so there won't be any foxes here.
The bitch forest?
Birch. But yes, big.
That's where I
Oh,
belong.
yeah, earlier I was talking about, my Twitch notifications on Mix It Up. I have it so whenever, ads are coming, there's a little notification in the chat.
Oh, yeah. That's, I used to have Foxy do that, but, I don't know. I think people might have gotten annoyed with him talking every 30 minutes. So now I just have a timer pop up because I use a streamer bot. I just programmed a little timer. Okay, I see chickens, I see sheeps, pigs. Yet I'm noticing a void of foxes.
This is a jungle forest, so yes.
Wait, oh, I see flat land.
Oh, also, do be careful once you get upgrades for the, biplane. This plane can fly faster than chunks can load, and can be thrown into the void.
Oh.
But as you are now, you should be fine, but I gotta be careful, because I got the speed upgrade.
Right into the Bermuda Triangle is what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you are flying over already preloaded chunks, it's not as much of a problem.
Okay. Also, luckily, my computer can handle loading that quickly. Because I'm not streaming on TikTok. Well, I'm not streaming using TikTok Studio. So this game isn't going to die on me. Parrot. Oh, we're in the jungle again.
Yeah.
You know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby. You're gonna die. But not me, because I'm flying.
Yep. This is why I like this mod, because you can just enjoy a flight over tons of terrain, and it's so pretty.
Like a nice little tour.
Yeah.
What's up,
Instead
Smiley?
of, like, survival of the fittest.
Right? Is this the...
Welcome back from the ad
Is the
break.
air actually
If you
pushing
hate
me
ads,
around, or is that just an
consider a
animation?
sub or using your Twitch
No,
Prime.
yeah, that's because you don't have a gyroscope.
Okay.
Yeah, that actually affects your direction you're flying. So you can be, because you don't have a gyroscope, you can be knocked off course if you're not paying attention.
Okay, well, luckily I don't have a core set.
Yeah.
I did not
Which
see
is why I'm it's why I'm constantly having to find you again, because you keep changing.
Yeah, I'm not doing it on purpose, man.
I know.
Volcano. I keep drifting towards somebody else. Oh, I'm drifting towards spawn. Okay, I see. You got them all correct. Oh my god. Nicely done. See, I told you you could do it. I told you not to doubt yourself, and look at you. Yo, what's up? Oh, is that Quicktail?
I definitely didn't almost risk us crashing.
Don't do it, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth it for the joke.
What the bit?
Hey, thank you for the follow.
Also,
Welcome,
on my
welcome.
screen, we're flying through clouds, and it's cool.
Yeah, me too. I see that too. This should actually be hurting. Like, because I've heard flying through clouds without protection hurts.
Theoretically.
Oop.
I mean, you are just slamming into a bunch of water, so. Oh, we're nose diving?
Sorry, I'm trying to get out of the clouds so I can see. And this almost
We're in
looks like.
Savannah right now.
What is this biome? Savannah.
Savannah. You do have an nature's compass, so.
Yeah, but it won't give me the right forest.
Okay, hold up. Let's park here. and
You
I'll
graduate
find
tomorrow?
the-
Oh my god, congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
I'll find the biome you need for foxes.
Wait, is this it? Hold on, let me check the map. What are you graduating from? B. Okay, no, this ain't it. Never mind. You missed the 2020 era? I don't. I'm sure if you were young enough, you definitely missed 2020. But I'm an adult and I absolutely despise 2020.
Foxes spawn in taigas, old growth taigas, snowy taigas, and mountain groves.
Mountain Grove. Oh, let me look that up. That sounds like fun. How do I use the compass again? There we go.
Click when you
Mountain. Cherry Grove. Grove. I'm gonna try Cherry Grove. That sounds like fun. That is in the complete opposite direction.
But I'm pretty sure that doesn't spawn foxes.
Oh, really? Okay, hold on.
It has to be
Grove.
a mountain grove.
Okay, I only have Grove. And
Okay,
that
that's
is
mine.
in the opposite direction again.
Okay, I'll wait back at the savannah for you, I guess, because I can't find you.
I'm flying over the desert. Oh, I can't find you either. I am due west.
Okay.
I'm no longer west. You want me to land? I'll land by this village.
I don't see the village. I think you flew off without me.
How do I stop
I'm
that?
back at the
How do I stop?
savannah. You
Oh,
press
God.
Control until you run out of power and glide down.
Why am I on fire?
Because you probably almost crashed. Okay, I'm gonna have to.
Oh,
Actually, I got an idea.
found the
Hold on.
grove? That doesn't seem right. Turn off.
Here.
This crazy plane has a mind of its own. Turn off.
Oh, fuck. I meant to TPA. Not
Oh, I get my
TPA.
plane back.
Yeah, there's a mod where you can make it so that they actually just explode into a crater like TNT, but I don't like that.
Oh.
I kind of just added in a boost there because I didn't add an A.
You thought about me. You let me crash into things and make crash landings without consequence. Thank you.
Sure, we'll go with that. Anyway.
And I go to Dalton State and major in is that sociology or psychology? So apparently this is a grove.
Well, this is not what you want.
Yeah.
Ooh, I might as well grab some cactus.
Oh, son of a bitch has lied to me. You always watch about Karens getting karma. Well, you know what they say about Schadenfreude?
Here, give me the compass for a sec.
Yes. There you go. Don't indulge in Schadenfreude too much, okay? Makes you a bitter person. Can you and Foxy go to the beach? Sure. Just know that he likes to try to catch fish and steal people's bathing suits. So depends
we'll
on
just go to a tiger, so that should do it.
like a toiga.
Because there is like snowy tigers and normal tigers, which is basically the what is it? The spruce forest.
Are there orange tigers?
Sure.
Ooh!
Lead the way.
Oh god! Got stuck on a tree.
Don't do that. It's a bad idea.
Okay, we are heading this way, due east. Leb,
Alright. Oh, does this place...
you'll be in college for 8 years. Oh my gosh, are you going? Wait, does that mean you're gonna go to a 4-year and then to post grad? Oh god,
You crash.
I did. I'm stuck in the ground though. Oop. Well,
How did you crash? Oh, well, you can TPA to me.
how do I do that?
/TPA, which is a TP request, and then my
Oh
name.
no, I lost my ability to fly when I crashed into that wobbly tumbler, lol.
Okay, there we go.
There you go. Graves down here, and your plane.
Yeah, as you can see, I got stuck.
Yeah, I don't know how you achieved it, but you gotta.
How do I get my stuff back?
You break the grave. Here,
Okay,
get up
gotcha.
on that, and then break the grave. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me get
so
more
death
fuel,
isn't
though.
as bad, because like you're not on a 5-minute timer to get your shit back. Did you run out of fuel?
No, just I see it here and figured, you know, maybe it's a good idea. Hi, Bella.
Oh, also, we have Ultimine, so you can do this.
Holy shit, what did you just do?
Ultimine.
You can't
So
just say it like I know
basically-
what that is.
Vein mine.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Here's your call. And basically, there you can go into your settings and determine a
Lizard.
key for
Lizard.
vein.
Lizard. Lizard.
It's
Lizard.
called
Lizard.
Ultimine,
Lizard.
and you
Lizard.
can just set
Lizard.
that up.
Lizard.
And it has
Lizard.
different
Lizard.
mining,
Lizard.
vein
Lizard.
mining options
Lizard.
for tunnels, like hold up.
Hi, Jong. How you doing?
That.
Huh?
To square options where it's like one thick or like a larger tunnel, and escape tunnels and mining tunnels, which are fucking super helpful. 'Cause you
Wait,
can just
how did you
it.
do that?
You go into your settings. Right now, your Ultimine will be on
Settings.
tilde. Yeah,
Tilde.
go into key bindings, and you can change that to your preference. I have it on my mouse side key, but if you just set that to your preference, hold it down. Yeah. And if you hold down the button and scroll, you'll see the menu up the top left of what kind of vein mining you're using.
That is cool. Okay.
Because I fucking hate building and having to break one block at a time to clear a space.
Yeah, no, I
It
agree.
is so annoying. So I love this, not only for making mining easier, but like, yeah.
Oh, my
Also,
pickaxe.
it will break your pick very fast, so do be careful.
Oh.
It does actually affect your ability.
That seems like it's very anti-slacker, but okay. Yo, what's up, Unknown?
Yeah, no, it will actually count how many blocks you break and put that much durability taken onto your pickaxe. So be careful.
Yeesh. That's slaxist.
I lost.
Hey, give me
a
my
fucking-
plane.
Sorry. I lost a Fortune 3, Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3 pickaxe diamond because of that. So, pay
Yeesh.
attention.
Slacker, pay attention.
I know, very fun.
Okay. It is behind us. I'll try not to drift too much, okay?
Do your best, but I got you. I got the upgrades, so I'm fine. It's you I'm worried about.
You got the Slack tracker?
No, I got the I can go zoomies.
Oh, okay.
Like so.
What's up, Unknown? How you doing?
Also, you do have the command to set your home, but we also have waystones. So.
Okay, well, as soon as I find what I'm looking for. Hi, Smiley. Bleb indeed.
Blip.
We're currently looking for a biome that has foxes.
Yes,
That way I can
a
start
tiger.
building my house. Taiga.
Got no grace. Oh no.
Hmm.
Gotta love the drift.
Multi-Turaku Drift.
You also are flying into the clouds.
Oh.
This is very slow.
I can't tell. I don't.
That's fine.
They should add a
That's
horizon indicator on these things.
Yeah, that's one of the upgrades. That's
Oh.
gyroscope.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah, you gotta get upgrades, which requires resources.
Do I need a special workbench for them?
Nope, just make them in the crafting table.
Okay. Deal
This
all
is why I
fall.
love this mod. It doesn't do none of that, like, you have to play in our modules. No, it's just like crafting table, make the things.
Oh yeah, like that one nuclear one. Ugh, I hated that one. Hey,
Tinker's Workshop, fucking all the other.
yeah, my friends back in the day were obsessed with this one mod. I think it's called like Feed the Beast or something like that. I
think it is
hated it.
Mod launcher and like, or it has become a mod launcher, but it used to be a mod.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. But like, yeah, no, it definitely followed that sort of logic. I remember that.
Yeah, it was it was some like engineering. Yo, what's up,
thank you for
Snapzor?
those follows, Smiley. Welcome on in.
Yeah, it was
How'd you-
some nuclear engineering one, and I hated that mod because it was like you needed a freaking PhD in nuclear physics to.
to
Work the damn
understand
thing,
it,
yeah. And then my friend, oh,
check.
sit. Then my friends would get all pissy because I would.
Yep, this
take
is
their-
the Taiga.
Oh, I see a fox. Okay, I
There
think.
you go, and you got a lovely mountain here with probably a deep dark underneath it.
Okay, let's take a. Oh, I see a cave. Okay.
If you need help clearing out a space, I've got like a really good axe. So
Hey, I'm looking for a landing spot.
we'll have to do the water probably because
Water landing.
tigers don't exactly have a lot of space.
All right, here we go. Water
Oh,
landing.
Oh, I suggest the island. The island looks cool. Technically, you can do what I'm about to do and just fucking
How do I get out of? How do I get out of my plane?
Press R twice
Oh.
if you're flying. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm drowning.
Don't try.
Uh.
We just got here.
My plane is currently in the water. Where to go? I can't see it. Oh, you found it. Okay.
I got it for you.
Thank you.
Got
Hello. Hello, Tickle. Hi, Smiley.
Hey,
I got a new subscriber. Thank you, Snap. Appreciate it.
it. Over here.
Where? Huh?
On the island. Other way, buddy.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, the zombie threw me off.
All good.
Thank you.
I recommend building on this island. This looks pretty fucking cool.
Oh,
What's up,
yeah.
Creeper?
Ah. Thank you.
No
Guess
worries.
we're gonna have to go monster slaying.
I could clear out this island if you want it.
Sure, I'll take this island. Doesn't exactly
I
have
think it-
foxes, but
Oh, it will. It can spawn foxes because it's a cheetah.
Oh, okay. Ow. Ow.
Yeah, should have brought some beds.
Ow.
Yeah. If you want before you teleport to me, you can go to my town and sleep on my bed.
Okay.
And then teleport to me to get your grave because you're not on the timer.
Okay.
Stone mod.
Oh, there's the thingy that tells me you subscribe. Thank you.
Delayed?
Yeah, very delayed. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. It's YouTube. YouTube doesn't really send out the things quick enough.
Notification.
Thank you, Smiley. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Enjoyed you dying?
Me drowning in my plane.
Oh. Okay.
Here in my
Someone
plane.
clip it?
Nah.
Someone should clip that.
There's like a billion zombies in spawn. What the hell?
Can you get to the waystone in my place?
Go. Yes. Oof.
Alright, just sleep in the bed near the enchanting table.
I can't.
Oh, right. Go to the village and take one of those.
That's a lot more than a couple zombies. That was like 30. I mean, there's not much to get out of my head, but they definitely wanted them brains.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna need your bed. Thank you. There we go. Thanks, bud.
Alright, now you can TPA to me.
Oops. There's a lot to get from my head. Oh. Thank you.
And your grave's over here.
Really, Creeper? Now's not the time. Show some
It
respect.
really wanted to just send you back to spawn.
It's like, nah, you're going back to spawn.
to get your items. Yeah, nah.
Hey, look, there's a teleport stone here. Did you put this here?
Oh, waystone? No. So yeah,
Kermin?
they can spawn in villagers or just fucking random places. You can just rename it.
I don't know. I like Kermund.
Command.
Kermund. What's up, tired?
Be sure to get all this spruce I'm dropping. Oh yeah, fast leaf decay, a fucking lifesaver.
Fast leaf gay? What?
Decay.
Oh.
Yeah, so when you cut down a tree, the leaves despawn quickly.
I was like, what kind of mods you installing, man? Hmm? Oh, we don't have the single block destroy trees thing.
Oh, crouch. Crouch with an axe.
Crouch with an axe. Okay.
Yeah, crouch with an axe, attack the bottom log.
Ah. Oh, and it also leaves behind a sapling.
Yeah, I'm just using Vein Miner, but yeah.
Mm. Hello, Glub. Oh, spider is nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's daytime. They're blind.
Loser.
Did you want me to clear out this whole island or just this area?
Sure. Does that mean I'm technically your boss then if you're clearing out my island?
I mean, sure, this is your island. I'm here to help.
Okay.
It's I may or may not be just distracting myself from the fact that I don't want to like figure out how to make black concrete. And I'm just using this as an excuse to not put brain effort towards that.
That's fine. I'm used to being used as a distraction, so don't worry. Also, I'm really excited because Paralives comes out on Monday.
What's Paralives?
A Sims competitor. A very good Sims competitor. And it's a game I've backed for like the last 7 years. So I'm like looking forward to that. What's up, Glub? awesome and brilliant distraction. Oh, stop it, you.
Oh. Hey, thank you for the follow, Rogue. Wait, Rogue has gone rogue? Oh no. Are you out stealing stuff?
Yo, what's up, Rogue? How goes it?
The Rogue has gone rogue from the D&D party. They will now proceed to steal everything that isn't pinned down.
What's
I
up?
don't know why we're flattening out every tree, but
Alim?
I'm not questioning it.
Why we're taking down every tree?
Yeah, I just suggested it and you were like, yeah, so I'm not questioning it.
Fuck them trees, that's why.
Alright.
Nature who?
I don't know.
You love the title, thank you.
What? What? Why are you proud of me? Well, man, I don't know what I did, but thumbs up.
He's not used to praise. Go easy on him.
Huh? It's like you just scared a cat. Wait, I am a cat VTuber. What am I saying?
Local man forgets his species. More at 11.
Your friendly feline turned caffeinated connoisseur and coffee mage. I said it wrong because it's meant to be caffeine connoisseur, not caffeinated. But whatever.
Hey, you can call yourself whatever you want.
I was thinking of like trying one of those old introductory things.
Gotcha.
That was my best attempt at it. I've been working on it for a while. I think I'm doing pretty well.
Better than mine. It's all good.
Nice.
How do I say it? Is it Alim? Ilim? It's all good, man. Don't worry. I'm terrible with non-English words, so it's not your fault. Yo, John, what's up, bud? Bro just described you. Oh yeah, you're another
no.
caffeinated VTuber, cat boy VTuber. My friend John over on
I do
TikTok.
also have to now do.
And that is precisely why I do not put that on my.
I don't know. I wanted to test with it and play with it. It's somewhat my style, but at the same time, yeah. I did get rid of the praise redeem. I didn't really entirely vibe with that one, but.
What, you don't want people to praise you?
do. Oh no, me praise them.
Oh.
Like, because it's just I realized like I'm not good at like figuring out like just someone off the bat and finding out something actually meaningful to say.
Yeah, no, you needed to earn my praise. What mods are we using? I don't know. This isn't my server. This is
a customized mod pack based around the idea of Vanilla Plus with some exceptions.
There you go. What's up, Kevin? Air boot?
Air boot for 3 weeks and a dumbass reason. Would you like to know? Would we like to know?
Okay, I think we killed every tree on the island. Wonderful.
I think we did. Is there any place you're thinking of building your main base?
Probably
Would
here
like
in the
flattened?
middle. Yeah, it's like smack in the middle.
Would you like this piece flattened?
Yo, let's level it according to this part here where I am.
Alright, gotcha.
You so awesome. You so cute. You make
Oh,
my
whoops.
heart go.
Careful of this hole here.
Woot woot. Wait, how do I do it again? Shapeless, small
select-
tunnel.
I'm using small tunnel, but this will destroy your shovel.
Oh geez. Oh wait, no, it didn't do that much damage. Cool.
Okay.
We good. We good. What's up, Darion? Oh wait. There's Darion.
It
What's
also
up?
makes you hungry, so
Oh, it does make you hungry. Damn. You heading out? All right, John. Thanks for being here, bud. You have a good rest of your night. Ooh, there goes my shovel.
told you. my shovel's even being heavily damaged. I'm gonna have to go back to my village eventually.
Gonna abandon me here?
You can set down the waystone and I can come back at any time.
Wait, can I break it and put it back?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You just have to re-right click it and name it, the point again.
Okie dokie. Deforestation at its finest? Yeah, I'm very good at deforestation. I'm also good at reforestation, but I can't be arsed.
Slacker for that.
Yeah. The forest has to earn it.
I was shitting my pants and fell, spraining my ankle heavily, so there's now an air boot. Ooh, fun.
Oh, that's what you mean by air boot. For some reason, I thought you meant like boot camp for the Air Force. I was like, oh, that's gonna be fun.
That's
But
gonna be
no.
a story.
What's up, Flop? How you doing? Okay, so it looks like...
Oh wait, did you want this part flattened too?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Nuke it.
Oh,
Do it.
also we have the bridging mod, so you can turn that on and off with like comma. I'm pretty sure if it's getting in the way.
What's Bridger? What's it do?
Okay. Grabs like a lot of dirt and come over here.
Yeah.
So like at this cliff point, you see how your cursor suddenly has like a left and right arrow?
No. Or do I have to be on the cliff? Oh, I have to look at the edge?
Yeah. Look at the edge, and if it's on, your cursor in the center should get an arrow on the left and right.
Oh yeah, there we go. I see it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you can just bridge without having to look over the edge.
Mm.
You can also look to the bottom, and then it'll get 2 arrows down, and you can place it underneath. And same goes from the top. The Bridger mod.
Ah. How dare you?
I was cleaning up. Don't
You've
worry.
never seen so much wood in a survival world? Well, that is because we are in a forest with a lot of wood.
You should see my fucking dark
Yeah.
dark oak temporary forest for my building. Oh, I'm definitely gonna need to go back to my village soon. My shovel is getting closer and closer to breaking. I'm not losing the shovel.
Could you spare a bed while you're there?
Yeah, I could go grab you a bed.
Domo arigato. How do I get rid of the
All right,
death
place your
thingy?
waystone. Okay, so it's either in J or M. It'll be one of those two waypoint system. Where's
Here.
your waypoint? There we go.
Right here. Cremund.
I'm going back to Calderon.
Can I just break it like with my pickaxe, or will it like
If you break it now, I won't be able to come back without a TPA.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll just go get your bed.
No, you're
real
good.
Quick.
you can still use it?
Alright. Coming back to crib. Apparently not. Oh, wait, nope, there we go. Okay, I have bed for you.
Thank you.
You can now break it now that I am here. Wait, so I'm hurting and my son wants McDonald's. Caffeine, how are you a dude and you can call me Rogue? Huh? I don't get the question. Oh, are you talking about like Rogue from like Marvel? Or Rogue? Or are we talking like Sonic Rogue the Bat? There's multiple different versions of Rogue or Rogue. Oh, dysgraphia hit. My bad. I'm doing well. Yeah. That's my dumbass. Don't worry. I am doing well today. Thank you for asking. I did wake up with weird symptoms, but they seem to have alleviated.
There we go. No more death thing to remind me of my embarrassment. Okay, house time. Actually, we gotta clear out the vegetation. Anybody got a goat?
How much? Oh my god.
Hello, Sheila.
My shovel has 69 points of durability left. I love it.
I've played
No,
Trees
Rosie
Hate
and
You.
Nick there.
No, I've never played Trees Hate You. What is that, a game?
Oh yeah, it it's basically a puzzle game where the trees hate you.
Oh, well, trees already
And
hate me.
you have to get out of the forest.
That sounds. Is it a spooky game?
No, it's a comedy.
Oh, okay.
Time to go trade with my villagers to get all my shovels durability back. Let's see. Longer.
Slacker thanks you for your sacrifice.
My sacrifice?
Yeah, your sacrifice. Aw, thank you, Smiley.
Oh, good. That's good. I woke up. One sec.
You
I
are
woke up
too
to a
kind.
baby girl wailing at 3 a.m. because she's scared. She's 5 and adopted her yesterday. Aww.
Hey,
Just needs a little reassurance.
Caffeine. Read your DM.
Hey.
Hi, Camille.
Oh.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Don't read it out loud.
Okay.
It's so hot you got off your desk chair an hour ago and it's still... Yeah, I feel ya. It's getting there. Summer is rearing its ugly head. Hello, France. How are you? Muy bien. Muy bien también. I don't know how to say this, so I'm just gonna say it because my grammar's terrible. Hoy mucho calor. It's very hot today. You good? Okay, I'm glad to hear that. You're in the Philippines. Well, welcome from the Philippines. Oh, don't worry, Rogue. They're just looking for somebody. I'm doing a-okay. It's, I got a 5-day weekend because I got a convention this weekend, so I'm excited. And yes, I'll try to take pictures, but, you know, no promises. Because I'm notoriously bad at taking pictures. Okay, I think I got some of that, Camille. I don't think I got all of that, though. It's not summer. Oh, well, you're on the opposite side of me, aren't you? Is it winter for you guys? Make a spear. I don't think I can. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave
no,
this.
we are not on that version.
We're not on that
We
version.
are in we are 1.20.1.
Yeah, 1.20.1.
Roga Hascanaroach wants you to hydrate. Get to it, you thirsty bitch.
Okay. Thank you for the hydrate. Hello, how are you doing?
Slacker boy.
Hello, Kai. The fox is hydrating. Bye, Hester.
Dampen the fox with liquids.
Hello, Bryce. Yes. All right, so now...
Liquids of the throat, specifically. Let's not get any ideas.
I don't think
Wait, that
anybody
might
was.
actually. I think that might actually get worse. Hold up. No.
Yeah, I don't think
Wait.
anybody was thinking that.
No. Wait.
Way to go, man. Way to go. You see what you did? All right, I'm gonna have to use some of my plain fuel to make some stone. It's a stone, Luigi. So hot my cat is just laying on the ground. No, Rico, we can't make a spear. We're not on that version. Hello, that's an interesting name. I can't read your typeface. Is that Zhang? In the Philippines, it's winter. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you bundle up. Stay warm, my friend.
I also woke up sick as well, so I'm sorry. Woof.
Okay, let's get all these planks. Because what I want to do is I want to take this stone. Oh, I don't have my texture pack. Darn it. No wonder the stone looks weird to me. I'm going to take this stone and I'm going to make an outline of what I want my house to look like.
Nice.
I think I need more though. Is that is your little Kirby fella there eating a burger and fries?
Berber.
Am I in the US? Yes, I am in the US. Unfortunately.
Sadly.
Yeah. Pray for me, friends. Oh, hi, zombie. I'm sorry, is this your cave? You good, bro? Burn, fool.
What did you call this place? Slacker's Island of Islandness. Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it's the island of islandness. I mean, what else am I?
Stone or cobblestone?
Stone. Well, I'm cooking stone, so I'm getting a bunch of cobblestone.
Alright, well, I'll just leave you with a gift, and I'll be on my way.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Also, enjoy watching your desire paths form.
Yeah, huh? Oh man, they're gonna be all over the place. You're in the Philippines also, Rico? Well, welcome from the Philippines. I'm glad to have you here.
Alright.
In the US is 11 midnight. No, it's currently 8 p.m. It is 11 p.m. on the East Coast. I am on the West Coast. I am in the fantastic state of California. Whoa, what is that? Oh, is that lapis? Oh, lapis glows? That's cool.
Oh yeah, shader pack. I'm out of space.
Thought I was about to get hit by radiation or something.
No.
Happy anniversary on this earth. Don't you say a word.
Alright. Got unbreaking leather boots. I could probably give to you.
No hagas eso, ¿ok? No me digas nada.
Keep expanding my storage. Or, but I have a better idea.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of pie. Thank you. A pie fairy has visited my island. 9 p.m. in, I don't, ooh, where's Lethbridge? Have I ever heard of Danganronpa? I've heard of it, but I've never played it. Also, hi Kira, how are you doing? USA is night, Philippines day. Yeah, you're on the other side of the planet. It's morning right now for you, right? Or early afternoon? We should probably fill our stomachs with some pie.
Hey, Buff.
Hello, Smiley. I should play. Isn't it that game where like you gotta solve murder mysteries or something like that? Otherwise, you
Yep.
die gruesomely.
Yepperoni.
Okay. Maybe. Sounds like something I should play during spooky season.
Ballad to spare. I have way too many
Alberta.
Sing
Oh,
music discs. Gone music discs.
No, play them all at the same time.
God.
Create a singularity.
I'm good. I'm good. Wait, why am I just throwing them over there? I have a trash can.
Kitty has the
Literally have a mod for
zoomies.
this.
Afternoon. Welcome back, Camille.
Alright. Time to upgrade this.
Everything looks so smooth on this shader pack. It's tripping me
I
out.
know, right? Which one are you using?
I don't know. Hold on, let me see.
Let's see.
Uh,
Video
resource
settings,
packs.
Oculus.
Night
Go into Video
armor,
settings and then Oculus.
better spyglass, fresh food, journeyed, over detailed Minecraft, recolor. What I want is my beautiful. Hijo de tu puta madre! Don't ever do that again. Jackass. You're gonna kill me playing jump scares on my freaking channel.
Do it again.
No, don't do it. Let's see. What's night armor? That zip. Oh, we're loading.
Oh, that's resource packs. That's like texture packs, not shaders.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of loud. Thank you for that. Oh, that didn't change anything. Okay. You said spyglass, right? Options, and then what?
Oculus. So options, video settings, Oculus.
Video settings.
That'll get you your shader packs.
Oculus. Complementary reimagined Solus shader.
Yeah, which one's active? Solace or complementary?
Solus.
Oh yeah, so you're on the same shader pack as me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There's this texture pack resource pack I love to use because it always makes people think I'm playing a mod. It's called DokuCraft. Sorry, my brain blinked there.
Fair enough. You really do have a creature issue here, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I have a... Ooh, what are you blowing up?
Everything.
Did you just blow up my... Why would you do this to me?
I got a gift for you, at least.
Okay, well, if you got a
I was-
gift. What did you miss
I was
from the live
bringing-
stream? We were looking for a place for me to make a home, and now we have one.
And here's the stuff that was also dropped by that. You need torches.
Okay, I do.
And,
I have sticks now, so I can make some. But I don't have any
Okay,
coal.
I'll help. You do have coal.
I do, but I was using it to cook my stone. I only
can
have
cook it with some
44
stuff.
stuff.
Hold up.
Okay, well then let me make
I'll do that.
torches. You turned my crafting bench into a block of ice, by the way.
Don't that's not a block of ice.
Oh, what is that?
Check again.
What do you mean?
It's not ice, my friend.
What is it?
That's a block of diamond.
Oh,
Don't use your coal. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay, thank you. Is that a peace offering for destroying my stuff?
It was a general offering, but now it is. Yes.
Appreciate it. Go away, creeper.
Oh,
Nyeh. Nyeh.
Oh, I could also just be considerate for a moment and
Oh my gosh.
this will kind of help you out a bit.
Why is he so tiny? It's so tiny. Oh, thank you. You made it daytime.
Yeah.
Creeper. Creeper, good sir, please vacate the premises. You are trespassing. Okay, now we can make some crafting bench.
I wasn't able to get you a ton. I'll also get you a furnace on my way back because I did also destroy your furnace.
Yes, you did, but it's okay. I forgive you.
Thank you.
Slacker forgives. What was I doing? Oh, I was making torches.
No. Hold up.
No.
I got something better.
Okay. He's got something better. Jump and hit for fast kill. I like the slow
Check
kill.
inventory.
Lantern. Are these better than... Oh, thank you. Oh, wait, my inventory is full. Guess who didn't make a chest?
One sec. I love that mod. Anyway.
What
I
mod?
gotta go, buddy. See ya.
Bye.
Easy visual crafting
Oh.
allows you to actually see what people like crafting and like visualize it on like the crafting table itself. It's so cool.
That's cool. Don't work too hard, I'll damage my slacker reputation. Oh, it's gonna take years to do that. Leave me. I could become top of the class and still be considered a slacker. Gotta fill in the pothole. There we go. All right, now we can at least start on the outline of my house. Okay, so what do I want my house to look like? Let me think. I want a bedroom, crafting room, kitchen, storage room, a basement, because that's where I'm gonna make my mine. You're gonna do your last duty? Okay. Bye, Rogue. Okay. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to do it by hand though, because I lost my shovel. All right, let's see. If we go here, let me measure out some. Yeah, I think this should be good enough. Now, should I do like a round room or should I just go square?
Question. I don't know.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
But
7.
I am nothing if not accommodating.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there will be a farm. Don't you worry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not gonna starve myself. Don't worry. Okay, so bedroom. And then that would mean that then that opens up into a living room. So the doors, put a door here. So that's how I'll know that there's gonna be a door. And then that'll open up into the wider space. Now,
Alright. Black concrete.
forgive me everybody, because I'm a terrible builder. Okay, so it'll come out this way.
Wood. I need. Oh,
3.
Star Daddy. Hello.
6,
How you doing,
7,
bud?
8, 9, 10. Hi, Zaddy. How you doing?
Zadie. That
How
is a
were you
good
not
question. How
following?
were you not following?
Zaddy, Zaddy, Zaddy. Okay, so then that's my bedroom. This will open up into my living room. Then I think I'll put the kitchen opposite. So let's do that. Hello, Lucas. Thank you for the like and the subscribe. I appreciate that.
And me.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to be telling people to like the stream because it promotes it. But I mean, you guys do whatever you want. I'm not gonna. You can like the stream, you can dislike the stream, you can sell the stream to
Explode the
scammers.
stream.
Yeah, you can explode it. I don't care.
Flip it upside down. Confuse it a little.
That might be difficult.
I know, right?
Okay, so put doors there.
Thank you very much, Daddy.
Wait, 1, 2,
It is
3,
a pre-made one, but I've customized it a fair bit.
7.
Did get help from the wonderful
Oh, thank you, Kiri.
As Fidelis. I did not almost forget her name again.
My goodness.
Shut up.
You're just eating what you eating. What's for eats? All right, so there we go. So there's
What's
bedroom,
phenomenon?
kitchen.
Oh yeah, I've got a cartographer I need to level up.
Will be my
So I can
living
find,
room.
like the woodland mansion and such.
And
What do
I
you guys sell? You're
guess-
fortune 3, your efficiency 5,
Could do like
or protection. Do we not have another spare villager?
does caffeine drink a lot of caffeine? You bet he does.
Yep. And I am a caffeine connoisseur. Energy drinks, coffee, all the same and all the above. Were you a wait, what? Yes, I was on a streamer hiatus. I used to have a lot of anxiety issues that I've been working on for quite some time, and I've reached a point where I am able to come back to streaming without
Yay!
feeling my chest is ripping open and tearing apart.
Yay!
But yes,
Front door. 1,
loyalty.
1, 2,
I'm
3.
looking
1, 2, 3.
for
Okay.
routine.
Front door. Okay. So then we can
Punch,
kitchen.
efficiency, lure, curse of binding, sweeping edge,
Hello, Smiley.
breathing.
Sausage and some rice. Ooh, that sounds good. Okay.
Piercing. What is that? Infinity? That's something I kind of want, but not right now.
And where would I put
Ooh,
my
that's
stairs?
right.
Probably here.
Looting. I believe there's only looting 3, so that will work. I will keep you as that.
Doors
Thank you, good sir.
here and
I need to make more houses for these villagers, but like
Here.
I'm constantly getting distracted. I also
You-
have no food on me.
stairs and stairs. So then when I
Oh.
walk in,
Blacker.
what's up?
Also, another side fact about the mod pack we have is we have the looter mod and not lewd but loot looter mod and artifacts and I forget the other one. But basically, if you go exploring, you can find artifacts you can level up and have different effects and such with.
I get to
So
be
there's a
Tomb Raider?
reason. Yeah, there's a reason to actually go out and find chests and stuff because you get neat and powerful stuff.
Bitchin'. You like the house so far? Thank you.
Did I put the books away?
I'm glad you like it so far. I will try to make it look nice.
How many emeralds? Wait, hold up. How many emeralds do I have? Gotta math a
So,
second. 120,
this-
240.
This is the vision. You enter through the door. I'm gonna decorate it because this is gonna be a single door entrance, but it'll be decorated around. You enter,
Oh,
and there will be immediately a little thing going into the living room, and then there will be stairs on either side here. So you'll be able to walk in and then go upstairs. There will be a second floor. What's up?
we also have the Macaws mod, which is like a decorative mod. So you can make a bunch of different like bookshelves, glass, stairways, and all that other wonderful shenanigans.
Sarsity wants you to
Oh, that means I
hydrate.
can make a library.
Get to it,
Yeah,
you thirsty
decorations
bitch.
are entirely out there now. So go wild.
Hi, Michael.
Mikhail.
Thank you for the hydrate. Oh my gosh, that almost went down the wrong way. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh. Daddy wants you to hydrate. Okay.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, I mean, I got coffee.
Do, 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 do. Okay, I think I can start laying down the outline.
See you, Zaddy.
Bye, Zaddy. Have good sleeps.
Where are all the farmers? There they are. You, no. Wait, I can check which one you are. You, I want to talk to you. Give me your golden carrots and your pumpkin pies. Thank you.
Bye.
Delightful.
Wait a minute. You gave me a bunch of lanterns. Do I set those down?
Yeah, they act as torches.
Okay.
I could get you a mega torch if you want, which would like create a large area where mobs just won't spawn.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, that's gonna be a bit costly for me, but I'll do it for you.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. It's fine.
No,
You will work out if it's evening? Well, get them
too
gains.
late.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Too late. Too late.
Forbid it. It is forbidden.
Sucked it.
Dare you.
It is 2 diamonds and 2 gold blocks, but I don't give a fuck.
No. That's expensive. Expensive gifts make me uncomfortable.
That's a shame.
Okay,
It's a
outline.
shame because you also haven't looked at your chest in a while.
I haven't. What did you do to my chest? Oh my god, what the heck did you do to it? It's gigantic.
Sophisticated storage. I made it a gold one.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Enchanted. I'm breaking
So
two.
here,
Ooh.
right click the torch. browse.
Torchmaster. Oh my god,
Oh,
so
empty
nothing will
hand.
spawn here?
Yeah, nothing in this box will spawn, and to get rid of it, crouch right click.
Ranged. Oh, that's just the display. So it's still on
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah, it's still on.
Ooh, that's bitchin'.
Like,
Thank
that's
you.
That's just showing the area of effect. There you go.
Hell
Have fun.
yeah. Domo arigato gozaimasu.
No worries. Also, your bed's still all the way
Welcome
over
back
here.
from
Oh
the
yeah,
ad
it is.
break.
Thank you. Forgot about
If you
that.
hate ads, consider a sub or using your Twitch Prime.
Speaking of,
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize there's just like huge gash in my island. Like it's
oh yeah,
deep.
you can fill that out.
No, I mean there's like a
That's a
deep cave.
Yeah, that's a ravine. That's a ravine, my dude.
Oh goodness gracious. Well, I'm gonna explore that.
Wait, I need to go.
Holy
this way.
cow, that's deep. Well, looks like your boy Slaka is going to have some exploration. Okay, there we go. And now, we'll put some supports down. That should be fine. 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. I know how to count. All right, and then
Are you sure?
no.
Oh.
What are the decorations? Like, what do I gotta
That
look up to see them?
is Macaw. So at Muck,
Muck,
MAC.
MAC.
Yeah, and that'll like at sign MAC, and it'll show you all the things.
Dark oak barn door, jungle barn glass door. Okay, I see. Neat. I'm guessing I need glass.
Achieve this?
Huh?
How
What are you talking about?
did you achieve this?
Oh, I don't know. I just put the I just put the bed down and it did that.
That needs 2 blocks. How the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got a ravine. Oh, it is filled with water too. Holy shit.
Yeah, be
Never
careful.
mind.
It's deep.
That's not a ravine. That's a.
What's up,
Ooh,
Bryce?
Damn, that's spooky.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's where your eldritch god is, or whatever, from
Yeah.
your lore.
That's where we worship Tiamat.
Okay.
You can get to the Underdark there. Game, please.
You just have a heart attack or something.
I'm trying to put a block on top of a block, but I keep missing. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Don't ask how. Just know
I'm
that
not asking questions.
you do not want the answer to them. Oh, okay, cool. Camera froze. That's beautiful. Wonderful. I love when that happens.
I can turn all the spruce blocks. I can turn all the spruce block. But I can turn all the spruce slugs I got from your forest into sticks. Why
Yeah.
was that so hard?
Because it's funny. Is this a VTuber? Yeah, I'm a VTuber. Are you a VTuber?
A wild VTuber in the wild. Wait, what?
I wouldn't say I'm too wild. I'm pretty domesticated.
Okay, domesticated.
Yeah. Let's see. We got railings. Ooh, grass-topped wall. I like that.
It came in quite handy for my my fence build.
Okay, we got a bunch of counters and stuff. I'm looking more for the outside.
Look up torches.
No, not torches. I'm looking for like decorative walls and shit.
Oh, good question.
Blinds. Let's see, wall. Not what I meant. Very funny game. Block. Is that what I'm looking for?
Like,
Wood.
fence.
Plank. I guess I just gotta use planks. Maybe I'm thinking of Hightail again.
Maybe? I don't know what you're looking for particularly.
Like, I want to decorate my house. But I guess I just gotta use walls.
Are
Wait,
you looking for fences by
No.
chance?
you looking for walls. The spruce barrel. Stripped spruce wood. Spruce planks. Stripped log.
No idea what you're looking for.
Who does? Cabinet, post, blinds, shutter, louvered shutter, resizable window, waffle trapdoor. Why am I going to put waffles down a trapdoor? Waffles are for eating, not trapping. Okay, well,
Well, you gotta trap them before you eat them.
oh. Is that how they do them
Otherwise
in
they'll-
Belgium? Or
Otherwise, they'll escape. Yeah.
I have not heard of the famous Belgium waffle traps. Do I have a talent? My talent is not having a talent. I don't know. I haven't
Talon
found it
is
yet.
procrastinating.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. I haven't found my talent yet. If I'm good at anything, it has not shown itself.
Personally, I want to get into singing and do like singing classes and stuff. That definitely interests me.
That would
but
be fun.
Expensive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people are usually saying like, "Can we do karaoke nights?" And I'm like, if you want to damage your ears, sure. My talent is doing very entertaining streams. Oh, stop it, you.
Gonna make a boy blush.
Keep going. Piano or drawing? I think, well, the thing is, in college, I played piano. I could probably pick it back up. Yeah, you know, what? It's got to have muscle memory, right?
Yeah, basically.
So, yeah,
I haven't gone to the gardening club yet. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff around it because, like, technically it is both like a volunteer thing to manage like a community garden and also a gardening lesson and also somehow including kids to the point where I have to have a like working with kids license. But it's meant to be just a thing that NDIS signs me up for to like.
It's funny, apparently.
Access the community.
Because of my job, apparently I am technically cleared to work with children. I never knew that because I work in education. So they're like, yeah, no, that clears you to work with children. And I'm like, well, good thing I never will. I don't want to. No offense to children, just, you know, I don't have the patience for it. Filipinos love karaoke. I heard that. I heard that you guys got like karaoke bars all over the place. It'd be fun, probably. I think I might have to get a few shots of liquid courage in me first, though.
If I'm gonna do like singing stuff, I'm definitely gonna have to like either have a friend that's really good at it, like teach me the ropes, or fucking get some classes.
Yeah.
It's like I am not confident enough in my voice. I'll sing every randomly while streaming, but like I always feel like it's just screeching. Well, not screeching, but yeah.
You are so true, or so right, Claire. During COVID, I had to do tech support for, you know, all the online class crap, and parents were the worst of it. I can easily walk a 9-year-old through how to fix an iPad. I can't get these parents to do it though.
No, because they're right and they will always be right, and how dare you question them?
Is a good house? Oh, thank you. I think I need to go one level up though, because if I put stairs, I'm gonna be living in a freaking hobbit hole. So I'm gonna have to go one more up. No, I am not, Nox, and also thank you.
Oh right, I need to turn all this into black ink first, and then let me do the recipe. Now I have to wet this.
Wet it?
Wet it.
Get it nice and wet. There we go. We're gonna have to go one more up. Oh, is this Outer Wilds song? I still gotta play Outer Wilds. Never played that. People love that game.
Apparently.
Crap, I need another axe. What's up, Smiley? Those pies are getting nice and sun-baked right now. You usually do 4 blocks? Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I think I miscounted or something. I thought maybe I thought in my head, you know, oh, I'm gonna do a vaulted ceiling, so it'll be fine, but I just wasn't thinking too far ahead. You have Minecraft too? Oh, awesome. How much do you play it?
Minecraft 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Okay. I would love to see them attempt to... What do you mean my bed's... It's right there. I would love to see them attempt to do a Minecraft 2.
No. No.
I said attempt.
That is the worst idea.
You finished your homework? Que bueno.
That would just be a capitalistic destruction of, like, Minecraft.
Everyone's gonna be like, this ain't the game that remember. This isn't Minecraft. This is not my beautiful game. This is not my beautiful wife.
I'm looking for a sign.
Reminds you of the final you gotta do. You can do it. I believe in you.
No. Don't.
Believe in me that believes in you.
Don't do it.
Don't listen to him. He's a hater.
Exactly.
Don't listen to haters.
In fact, I bet you can't do it. Reverse psychology.
Oh my gosh. You're ruining the youth. You're supposed to encourage them.
Well, I mean, reverse psychology can sometimes work.
To be honest, though, I think that's like kind of true, especially with today's generation. They seem to respond a lot better to reverse psychology.
Yeah, it's just like, bet you can't do it. But then by saying that, then you just destroyed reverse psychology. Gotta love how that works. By being aware that you're being reverse psychologied, then the reverse psychology just disables. Doesn't work.
Would the same work with the Jedi mind trick? Like if you're if a Jedi is trying to do the mind trick on you, and then you say, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey, he's doing a Jedi mind trick on you," and then it just stops working.
He's doing the thing.
Reverse physiology doesn't work on you. What's reverse physiology? Is that when you become an incorporeal being? No, I know.
I'm just being dumb.
Being facetious.
Temporary block and drop her face down. Done. Why temporary? Drop her.
You know, I hate my phone too. It was great in the beginning, but the thing is, I only buy refurbished phones, and that invites disaster after a while. Because it's starting to... Ooh, wait, what am I doing? I could just easily... Causing myself a lot of grief right now. Yeah.
Griefer!
What's up, Chief? Okay, I can't jump up there. Whatever. Your cat jumped right on top of you? Man, those dastardly kitties.
Why did that happen? No. Fuck.
My kitty does that to me all the time. Actually, you know, maybe that's... Nah, I'm gonna do just walls. We're gonna do just walls, guys. I don't want to do windows here. I'm thinking about it. I put thought power into it, and now I don't want to do it. You like how the house is turning out? Thank you. Oops. Will you just wait until I start getting into decorating? Come on.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. That is the edge done. So now what I got to figure out is the roof.
Oh wait, I meant to. Oh, okay, I'm stupid.
No.
Yeesh. Very stupid.
Hi, Smiley. All right, and then we're gonna cap it off with some more wood. I like the log cabin feel, so that's why I always do this.
Denied.
I deny your denial.
I deny you existing. You're a figment of my imagination.
I reject your reality and substitute it with my own.
This is shit, but fuck it, it works.
You're gonna go to the hospital many days? Oh, what's wrong? Are you okay? Why should you never give Elsa a balloon? Because she's gonna let it go? Let it go, let it
This is a
go.
terrible design.
Don't have my balloon anymore.
Oh my god.
For your last shot? Ah, for inoculations? Good luck, my friend. You had me a little worried, though, because when I read your sentence, I thought you said you're going to the hospital for many days because you got shot 2 times, and I was like, maybe you shouldn't be on stream. Oh!
Maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe you shouldn't do that.
you like me singing Elsa song? Don't do that, okay? That's bad.
Why even bother with a fucking dropper? You just fucking.
I do not know what I'm gonna do with. Oh, Kitty's got the zoomies. Damn it, that keeps scaring me. Hello, Karen. How are you? Welcome from Australia. You have a new idea for a Slacker drawing? Can't wait to see it.
I have done a thing.
Forget it. We'll just do it like that then. What's up, Matt? How you doing? Beware about
I've
putting...
lost- Huh?
What? ¿Qué dice?
No. Okay.
¿Qué pasó aquí? Okay.
I'm pretty sure another thing I can do is just fucking fill out the walls with concrete powder and then just turn it all concrete.
Do it.
It might work.
You're gonna draw me in Elsa's dress? You know what? Do it.
Yes.
I'm curious. I want to see how that would turn out. What am I doing? I'm building my house. My place of residence. It's not
Doing
very...
the build.
Yeah, I'm doing a building. I'm doing me a heckin' build.
You're doing the thing.
And right now I'm laying the foundation for... This is a cross beam for the roof.
No, it's not.
Uh,
It's beer.
it's
No,
cone.
it's apple. I was trying to do like what is that? Fucking Master Roshi voice from like Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Oh.
And now it's beer. Now it's apple juice.
It did. This is gonna be terrible.
Indeed.
No, not you. Don't worry. How was that
am
spamming?
terrible.
Because that was a lot of letters in a Short amount of time.
Short span of time.
Nightbot does not appreciate spamming.
Mm-hmm.
Izuku Midoriya. Young Midoriya.
No. Go sit out back. How
What?
dare you?
What's my favorite song? Oh boy. Jeez, that's a tough question. You will go to the medical center? Okay. Have fun, France. I honestly don't know how to answer that question, Camille. I like a lot of songs.
What? Okay, here's a better way to ask that question. Or theoretically. What is the current song you have on repeat?
What was the last thing I listened to? I'll need to open up Spotify.
Lame.
I think the last thing I listened to
More than once.
more than once.
More than once.
You guys
said
are-
on repeat.
You guys are killing me here.
Yeah, suffer.
I make houses 10 times better than you? No, please, not even. I bet you're way better at making houses than me. I'm also screwing up right now because I'm supposed to be doing, this is supposed to be where the roof is going, and then there's going to be a second level up. I've already destroyed my own design, so we're gonna have to revise it a little bit. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay.
You can make a classic house on survival mode. That's just because you're a Minecraft pro. What kind of songs do I like? I'm into like how would you describe it? Country folk
How would you describe
is
it?
mostly like American folk music. You know, I like to listen to things like Fleetwood Mac and some CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival, that kind of music. If you look it up, you're gonna be like, Slacker, this is boomer music, and I'm gonna be like, it's just what I like. Don't know what to tell you. Okay, so I think we're
What if you
gonna.
didn't listen to boomer music?
Well,
What if it was an alternate reality where you didn't?
then that would be a reality in which I don't exist.
Dang. Sucks to suck, I guess.
What's up, Smiley? You haven't played Minecraft in 2 years. Oh my, you missed a lot then.
Well, we aren't technically on the current update, so
Yeah, we're not technically on the current update. Is what
technically
he says.
modded. What? Can't they hear me? Hello?
No, they can.
Let me out! Let me out! He left me in the river room.
I'm
Full of
in.
full of rats.
I'm in. What? 2,000 years? I call old. Nature's. Oh, I thought that was a rotten pie. I was like, what? Is this Minecraft lo-fi when I'm playing Minecraft? What is this?
Nice.
Bye, Smiley. You're gonna leave for a bit, but you'll come back if you don't fall asleep. Okay, well, if you do fall asleep, don't worry, okay? Okay, so this is... Okay, I think my desire path is coming in. It's just a bald patch in my freaking house, though.
I gotta see that.
I've been moving in
Hold on.
circles in the same spot.
I am on my way. I want to see this.
You could be a vampire. That's true. You could be a vampire. I don't know who you are. Never met you.
Who are you? Why?
Who are you? I do not recognize this
Fucking,
man.
Yeah, just a starting screen. How's the desire patch? Yep, the little bald patch.
This is the bald patch.
Here, let me just. Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, no, it's at that stage. Okay.
Wee.
Let's spread it.
Even though this is gonna get turned into flooring anyways. Wee.
That's fine. Have fun.
Okay, so okay. Who's talking? That's my
We've
friend
been
Caffeine.
Everywhere on this fucking island. Look at all the little dirt particles we've left.
I like the, if you look at the map, you
It
can
is
see
Caffeine the Critter. You're saying? Sorry.
you see the path that we took to get here. It's like
Yeah.
it's so weird. Like I can see your house from here, and there's just this weird like snail trail. You can see the ADHD at work looking at that trail.
Uh-huh. Wait. Hold on. Gotta go to... Oh, of like going on the map?
Yeah, look on the map.
Where even are you on the map? Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like southwest of you. Nice name.
How did we like... How did we achieve that? What? Oh,
Yeah,
I
that.
love, like... We went so many different directions. That's great. I love it.
Okay, so I want it so that when you walk in, you see stairs immediately here.
When you walk in, you just explode and die. It's over.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're in Slacker's house. When
Yeah.
you're here, you're.
Too much slacking off does that to you.
Oh yeah,
Just explode.
you got to be careful
Yeah.
slacking off. You do it too many times, you'll go blind.
Really?
Yeah.
That joke?
Yeah. Don't worry, no one knows what that means. Where do I download my Minecraft? Believe it or not, mine is official. I bought it. Years and years ago, I bought Minecraft. So I've had it since like 2012 or 13.
And you transferred over your account when Microsoft fucking purged.
Yep. Yep. I was part of the purge.
This fucking village is about to not have a beach.
Then we go up, and then it's gonna go this way.
I require sand. Your village is the sacrifice.
Crazy man on rampage. How long have I been playing Minecraft? Today, about 2 hours. In total, I don't know, years. Don't
Played
expect.
while it was a browser game.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember playing the beta. And all
I
the
played
weirdness.
it back when you could break water blocks with your hand.
I don't quite remember that part.
Yeah, Minecraft used to be like a browser game, and like water blocks were breakable with your hand, and you could like, and like everything was basically creative mode with no life, no like hunger, no anything. It was just break block, place block.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Beta.
No,
How dare
no
you?
zombies, no nothing. There was no water flow. Water was just a block that you could place and swim through. Well, swim. I can't remember if you could swim through it, actually. I think it was just walk through.
It's okay, chat. He's having an old man reminiscing time. Let him be.
How dare you? Back in my day. Where am I?
What's he talking about? You could never do that? I would not doubt Caffeine's knowledge of this game, okay?
No, yeah, like back when Minecraft started, like you opened it on a browser, and like it, yeah, you could break every block was breakable, and water was a block. So yes.
It's my favorite book. Have you ever heard of the Silmarillion?
Unless someone has been planting false memories in my brain, yeah.
Oh no, have you been in contact with the Silence?
I don't think so.
What's the largest ocean in the world? The Pacific Ocean.
Are you sure it's not the Pacific? Gotta be very specific about these things.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, cool. Why am I like this?
I knew.
It's a very good question.
This is kind of turning into a weird thing. What am I doing?
Is it? That's a question I ask myself every day.
Because I want this to go upstairs. I'm fucking something up.
Did you leave enough space for the stairs?
Kinda. I mean, I think so. Oh boy. You've been playing Minecraft longer than me. I've been playing Minecraft since before you were born.
Dang.
Who loves chocolate drink? I don't know. Depends.
Chucky shake?
What's the chocolate drink made of?
Chucky milk? Yo.
What's the most
Yeah,
embarrassing
Australia.
thing that's happened to me in Minecraft? Check my TikTok. I'm sure you'll find my embarrassing moments there.
Most recent one is I wasn't paying attention and broke my fucking Fortune 3, fucking Efficiency 5, and goddamn... Wait, no, that's wrong. Whatever. Diamond pickaxe in the nether. It's clipped. Tries. Drowning. There we go.
Okay.
Really just make like a waterfall or a thing to just kill squid. We're gonna need a lot of squid.
Die, squid. You have TikTok? Well, if you want, and you don't have to, but I'm on TikTok.
No, he isn't. Run. He's trying to capture you.
What?
He's trying to make you a follower of his deity.
It's okay. It's just Tiamat. You'll survive, maybe. You can take your pick. Beelzebub, Asmodel, Mephistopheles, any one of them. I think I gotta cook more stone.
Get more cooked. I am not running a cult. I am running a cafe. Thank you.
That's a front for a cult?
I mean, technically, I think what Claire's referring to is the cult of insomnia in Cult of the Lamb.
Are you a Scientologist?
No, fuck no. I would rather die.
Oh, I can't speedrun going through your base. Bolón de verde. Oh,
No.
a green balloon?
No, you didn't. You just went on a vacation up to the northern farms. It's fine. You're not dead, Claire.
He just sent you to Grandma's house.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't question it.
Okay, I think that should be okay. Because we are now up above the ceiling. Yeah, okay. It should be fine. So then go up this way. Put stairs right there. Put stone and stone.
No.
Très bien.
Should I be on?
Très bien.
Nice. Trebuchet.
Don't you be throwing superior siege weapons at me. It's a green plantain dough. Ooh, that sounds good. Is it fried? With really delicious cheese. You want to know what my absolute favorite thing is tamales de queso with jalapenos. So if you ever want to bribe Slacker, get him some tamales de queso.
No.
Okay. You.
Yeah, I'll just bribe you with like more biplanes or something. I don't know.
I'm not German. You can't bribe me with biplanes.
Okay, then I'll just dump. I don't know.
Okay. So we can go up this way. Might have to knock this part out.
Give me your sacks. Drowning.
The most embarrassing thing that's happened to you is you were trying to find your loot because you died because of some spider. You found the cave that had your loot, and as you were thinking, a zombie pushed you into a cave and killed you. Oh no. It's always the zombies. Always those dastardly zombies.
Rest in peace, Phil's lost his fucking who knows how long fucking Minecraft world to a baby zombie.
Yeesh. It's a good thing I don't know who that is, because that sounds painful.
Oh, Philzer is a really popular Minecraft YouTuber.
Oh.
Good bit of YouTuber. Yeah.
That explains.
He
I
had,
don't
like,
watch.
a multi-year hardcore world and fucking died to a baby zombie.
Yowza.
Yeah.
The children mess everything up.
Okay.
You're talking Filipino? Are you speaking Tagalog?
Tagalog?
Tamales, yes. I think I've had tamales from almost every Latin American country. Almost. My favorite ones were the ones from, well, I wouldn't say favorite. I really like the ones from Chile. They're like these, or were they El Salvador? Well, they were square instead of the usual, like, long tamales. And they come wrapped in a banana leaf. They're really good. How did you learn English that fast? It's because you're a genius. That's how you learned English that fast.
Spicy language.
Only a person as smart as you could learn multiple languages. Don't let any...
Sorry. My brain just tried to function and then just died midway. Anyway.
I heard the brake screech for a second.
Yeah. What I was trying to say was, I wanted to learn Korean for a while, because, Limbus Company, and I wanted to actually understand what the characters were saying instead of just relying on text.
Oh.
But, that lived and died by the autism pattern, and the hyperfixation died off.
That was me in college. I was like, I'm going to learn Japanese. But you know, the hardest thing about learning a language is finding a conversational partner. Because you can't learn languages very well just by memorizing. You need someone to speak the language with you. And I didn't have anybody. Yeah. I didn't have anybody to speak Japanese with, so all of that hard work, gone. Like tears in rain.
It's a freaking bad day for rain. But Colonel, it's not raining.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
There's American people in the Philippines too. Okay, tell them to behave, okay? If they don't behave, you have my permission to feed them to crocodiles or something. Then that might make the crocodile sick, so don't do that.
Might make them fat.
Konnichiwa. Yeah, definitely. Last thing we need is fat crocodiles. Wait, do we want to do this with... I want to do this with... If there was some American
I forgot to change my
tourist...
stream title. Fuck. Go ahead.
Professional streamer, by the way. There were some American tourists in Japan who got kicked out because they broke into Punch the Monkey's enclosure.
Oh.
And it's just like, you guys are an embarrassment. What are you doing?
I mean, honestly, at this point, America is just an embarrassment.
Telling me, man.
You live there.
Yeah.
Like, we've always all grown up with the idea of like, yeah, there's the fucking corrupt third world countries out there, and then it's just like, America's obviously the shining beacon of prowess and glory, and now it's just like, you sure about that?
Oh, what happened to that, huh?
Yeah. What happened to the shining roads of gold or whatever, and land of opportunity?
He's
Jesus.
speaking Japanese at me, France. I told you I don't understand it. Gyo wa do desu ka? Gyo wa... Are you asking me what something is? You want to learn more English so you can understand it? Well, you're doing a fantastic job, so keep at it. At the rate you're going, you're going to be a English expert in no time. One time you found a village and you found 2 diamonds in one of the chests. Dang. Ballin'. Let's go. 2, 3, 4.
What is the inverse of ball?
Word I can't say on stream. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I see.
It means, how are you today? Oh, okay. I only know Daijoubu desu ka? 3, 4. Yeah, I'm falling because I'm trying to put stuff up and I don't have any support. What's up, Lenny? How you doing?
If you go out and venture, you can find bunny shoes that cancel out some of the fall damage.
Bunny shoes. Is there a bunny hood? Can I, so I can run fast?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't remember all the items.
Ouch. Okay, so the support thing that I built definitely is not gonna work out because I forgot I needed a second story.
Dang.
Oh, I also know how to ask, what is that? これは何ですか? That's about it. What do I prefer, sweet or spicy? That depends. I like both, but when it comes to my food, like actual food, I like spicy. Más picoso.
He likes his food like he likes his women.
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong there. Yo, what's up, Satoru? How you doing?
The slow process of making void now, or void floor.
Are you gonna trap your enemies there so that they slowly go crazy?
Oh no, there's not going to be enough space between each of the layers.
Oh.
Yeah, it's it's not an illusory effect, but
Can I drop acid and go in there?
no.
Oh.
You'd be able to walk over it though. It's a floor.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, are you making a room out of it, or?
Yeah. So the mansion's floor, or at least the main floor of the mansion, is going to be a void floor.
Oh, okay.
It's like it. If you think of an infinite mirror, it's like that.
No, I knew what you meant. I got the concept, but I was wondering, like, are you making a room like that,
No.
or? Okay, okay.
The rooms will be built on top of it. Although I possibly will have to choose a light source, which either is going to be an adventure to the underwater monument, or somewhere else, possibly the Nether. So that's gonna be
Boy.
a pain in the ass.
Field trip time?
Not now, but in the future. Hi.
I have a bad feeling someone's gonna play the jump scare thing again.
Well, now that you say it, it's not going to happen because now they know
Good.
you expect it.
Yeah, good.
But now that I've said that, you've lowered your guard.
No.
Reverse psychology.
Uno reverse.
Okay.
Oshimashita? What?
Nani?
No entienda.
Let
Ni
load it.
entiendas.
There we go.
Okay, and so I don't know what I would do up here.
Live.
What? Okay, so then this will be my workshop. This will be my bedroom. This will be my something. Maybe upstairs will be my little, like, living room.
Ritual room.
Yeah, yeah. All it's missing is the virgins.
Okay.
Did I jump scare you? Yeah, I bet I did. You coward. You make me sick.
Oh, there it is.
Your weakness is pathetic.
I knew it was coming. I fucking knew it. You were too quiet. That's the thing. You were too quiet.
I was?
No, not you.
Oh.
My resident, like, jump scarer. You were too goddamn quiet, and I underestimated
Your
you.
resin jump scare?
Yes.
Fair.
They got me with the freaking moist critical jump scare. Oh, I do have an axe. What the hell? Time to go do more deforestation.
Nice. In the way of yes. I was trying to be real funny, but my brain function ceased.
You found your
I
first
love
diamond.
that.
You screamed so loud that your mom bust open the door to check if you were fine. Oh my gosh, you were that excited, huh?
That's quite a reaction.
That's, yeah. I think technically I stole my first diamond. Because the first time I played, because I never found diamonds while I played before in Minecraft. So the very first time I ever found, like, you know, technically got any, it was on a multiplayer server years ago. And I was role-playing as a thief with some friends of mine. And I broke into someone's house and stole their diamonds. But to be fair,
I
it
don't-
was a server that had raids on, so, you know, it's their fault
Very
for not guarding their house. You like the expressions my character makes? I mean the expression of fear? Looks like a mansion. Oh my gosh, thank you. I try my best. I wouldn't say mansion, but you know. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder and all that.
Say it more, he gets blushy.
Do 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 do. And now I want to play Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword, Zelda. The music's playing on my stream. 1 + 1 = 11. From a certain point of view.
Brain.
If you're a computer, then maybe.
404, error not found.
1 + 1 is actually 1 0.
1 + 1 = window.
Mm-hmm.
Nodders.
If you know binary, then what I said makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. I have a feeling I'm going to be needing a lot more deforestation.
Oh.
Okay, what is the range on the... Actually, you know what? That goes there. That's fine. What is the range on putting blocks down?
I don't know.
I gotta have the wall, like, right in my face to put a block down. Maybe I'm just stupid.
I don't think you're stupid.
Slack tells me, chisme? Who? I'm no chismoso. ¿Qué pasó aquí o qué? Oops. Where's your snare? Why are you gonna hunt a rabbit? Or you mean a snare drum? Silly wabbit. Twix off for kids. Do you know they're bringing back the fruit shapes for tricks? I mean, that probably only makes sense if you're American, because I don't know if anybody else has trick cereal.
Ah.
Because every other country in the world has regulations on how sugary your food can be.
Yeah.
No snare in your
Does
headphones?
not do.
Then you probably don't have a high dynamic range in your audio jack. I don't know. Is this a joke that I'm not getting? You gonna tell me the chisme? Okay, dime.
This poor village. I'm taking it for every piece of gravel it has.
Oh, my axe broke.
My axe, Ma.
My brand.
My brand.
Wait, hold on. Where did that message come from? Oh, Dr. Glowstick, you went to your graduation today? Well, if you're still here, congratulations. There's quite a lot of people that'll be graduating, I bet.
Have you ever been hated or discriminated against? That's an interesting question.
I'm gonna say no comment. Yo soy gringo, so
Risky roads there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how the fuck was I supposed to know you were quoting Eminem? Don't you fucking pull the actually on me.
You've just been on actually. How does that make you feel?
Like I need to slap a bitch.
Nice.
I don't know what you're saying, France. I don't speak whatever language that is.
I really need like water breathing.
Just grow gills.
I'm working on it. It takes time.
Evolve faster.
I'm trying.
Your ex has a horrible way
Why I
of
do,
embarrassing
like,
you.
Fucking whine.
Stop whining. Stop whining.
I'll just do this and stop. Everybody hates it when I pull out the fucking Elmo voice.
I can't do Elmo. My voice doesn't go that low. Or high, not low. Yeesh, that's... I'm sorry to hear that, Camille. Sounds like a jerk. You can't learn Japanese in Duolingo? Well, Duolingo's a scam anyway, so ignore it.
Oh yeah, no, go for something else.
Yeah, there's...
Like,
Thank you, Bryce.
Duolingo's designed to make you feel smart, but not actually teach you anything useful.
Yeah, it's a memorization app. That's all it is. You are better off finding other... I forget what the name is. I saw an ad for it in the Japanese airport when we were in Narita. I saw an ad for a Japanese language learning, or an ad for a Japanese language learning app. Sorry, my words flipped on me there. I don't remember what it was called, but I would trust that over Duolingo.
Yeah.
I would trust a dude in a back alley giving language lessons out of his truck than I would trust Duolingo.
Get back here.
You wish him luck, but on their hands, better to ignore. Yeah, better to ignore him. Just ignore him. You don't need that kind of drama in your life. Mitsu is water? Yes. I'm aware of that much, at least.
No, you're not. You just forgot it.
Yes, I am. Shut up. You don't know what I know.
I know everything.
You don't know nothing.
I know your browser history.
I can explain. Live life and don't let life live you. That's a good philosophy. You know what you use?
Life by the... I'm not finishing that sentence.
You grab it by the bolas. That's what you do.
Okay.
And you squeeze it into submission. And you say, "You're my bitch now, life."
Welcome back from the ad break.
That's what you do.
If you hate ads,
How's my day been?
consider a sub or
My day's
using
been
your
fine.
Twitch Prime.
Really hot. It's been 90 degrees Fahrenheit all day. Which is like, what, 33C?
Slacker, we know you're hot, but you don't have to fucking
What?
brag about
Ay, ay, ay.
it.
I mean temperature hot.
I know. I did say bad joke incoming.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
First
First time having a medal at a game tournament? Hey, good job.
Nice.
Proud of you. How's your day been, Bryce?
How's your Bryce been day?
Yeah.
Dang.
Did I really? Okay, I got it.
Words of wisdom. Nodders. You can tell my brain's slowly shutting down.
Uh-oh. What are we at? 2.5 hours?
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness. Get some caffeine.
Well, caffeine. I'm potentially ADHD, but autism, and I ran out of coffee.
Wow.
But yeah, fucking. So inverse effect on caffeine, but
Yeah.
like but it's also the fact that I've just been pushing my body at the fucking gym recently, so everything fucking hurts.
Oh,
So it's just a drain on my energy.
good job. Get them gains.
I'm trying, man.
Who's
Who knew
first?
that, like, who knew that carrying around a 15-kilogram ball can hurt so much?
You're gonna have to translate that into freedom units.
I think that's about 33 pounds.
Uh-huh.
LB.
Good job, brother.
Or is that 20 kilograms? I forgot. Something about that.
A very inquisitive question. What's that, Camille? Lay it on to me, sister. What you got? Jump. Okay, never mind. Thought I could make it over there. Probably, you know what? Let me do this the smart way. Excited to first time sitting on a plane? Oh, your first time flying on a plane? That's fun.
Nice.
When will the next? Oh, wow. My breath got caught there. When will the next live stream be? That's a good question. So this weekend I have a convention that I'm going to, anime convention, and I may not be able to go live during that time, simply because I'll be out all day long, and I might
At the
arrive.
Anime.
Yeah. At the animes. So I may not be live until Monday. Haven't ridden in a train.
And you can always pester Slacker at the at his Discord. 'cause he
I
has
may or may not
Discord.
read it. Not because I don't like you, just because I'm terrible at reading things.
He is legally blind.
No, I'm legally blonde.
Dang. Okay, that's worse.
Shoot, what was I doing? Do an IRL stream? No thanks. I'm a VTuber. We don't do IRL streams like that.
You'd be
Unless it's-
surprised how much people are expanding the fucking category.
Not I, says the fox.
Fair.
My
a lot
face.
a lot of people are starting to mix VTubing with IRL and sort of breaking the, well, not breaking the sort of like an anonymity of it, but like wearing like face masks and stuff
Betrayal.
when
I call them traitors.
ish.
Stay true to the format.
My sort of plan is just seeing what the community wants that I construct. Go from there. Delightful. I may have almost done it. I may almost be able to get the water.
Thank you, Camille. Yeah, everything will be fine. I'll just be doing convention stuff, spending an unhealthy amount of money on merch.
Yep, getting those fancy schmancy anime shirts.
Maybe, depends. Sometimes people make good shirts.
Mm.
I don't
One
like
thing I
buying
definitely
con
want-
merch.
oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
One thing I definitely want is to get something similar to an hoodie without getting an hoodie.
What? What's that?
It's like a full body hoodie.
Oh,
Like fluffy. Yeah, it's apparently really comfortable, but I just don't want the hoodie brand.
oh, it's a okay, gotcha. Okay, There's something wrong with that brand?
I don't know. I just don't trust a lot of brands, especially ones that I think come from America.
Ah.
I have a weird distrust with like that, like your stuff.
Oh, wow, okay, sure. I mean, our electronics, sure, I can understand, but
I don't know. Shit's just getting weird in the world, and like, I'm paranoid. So
you'll be watching the
sucks.
next stream? Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, it's okay, I get it. I mean, there's quite a lot of things that I'm paranoid about purchasing.
Yeah.
I mean, I work in an industry heavy with electronics, and I've been watching the supply of electronics steadily go into a steep decline.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
I love that boon to manufacturing that was promised.
yeah.
Sorry, was that emotional damage?
No. Just it's a lot of like I don't know how to say it without saying it, but like it's a lot of names that at first glance you're like, ooh, I don't trust that.
Yeah.
And it's because every time I purchase from those brands, it's garbage. It's broken, breaks way
and
too
now
quickly.
I trust Apple even less.
Oh yeah, no.
If you know, you know.
I work with Apple on a daily basis, so yes, I know. They are the bane of my existence. Okay, I think that should be fine. If it's winter, you will touch snow. When you come here to America, well, you're gonna have to go to one of our northern states then. Or northern California. There's snow here. When was I born? Oh boy, you're going for the deep questions.
They're
I was
starting up your VTuber wiki.
well, Slacker was born a long time ago. But me, IRL, let's just say I was born in the 90s. My birthday starts with 19. I'm ancient. What's up? I don't know what to call you. Indra? Hello, Indra.
Yggdrasil.
Yggdrasil. More.
God, I love Norse mythology.
Gotta be careful with even that these days, though.
Oh.
The wrong people have infiltrated Norse mythology.
Really?
Norse mythology. Yerp.
Are you fucking kidding me? Shakes head.
Yeah. Okay, this is very fun.
Are you alright over there? Do you need help?
Oh, I'm just trying to put this stupid thing on. The 90s? Yeah. You guys are real surprised by that, huh? Yeah, I was a teenager before most of you were born.
I am above the age of 25. Suffer.
I know Joplin. I know Janis Joplin, but I have a feeling that's not what you're talking about. El Reino Tornado? No, I don't know that. You're very surprised by that, eh, Camille?
My brand.
My brand.
I have special eyes.
And look with your special eyes.
No, why that just came to me again. It's just the fucking monkey brain just decided to go funny.
Yeah,
Funny.
it's a vocal stim for people in our age group.
That's fair. please let this be enough black concrete so I can stop doing this.
What do you build? Oh, right, your mirror thing.
Yeah. I just hate collecting concrete because it's like so many steps for so little.
You thought I was 21? Oh my gosh, thank you. That's a very high compliment.
Nah, he's
No.
with me.
Yep. You love those Ed, Ed and Eddie. I don't even know where you found those. Did I add those? I must have added those.
I think you've got the thing where people can just find their own stuff.
Oh, that's right. Someone did show. I think Cam showed that to me.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, this is why people are able to find things," and I'm like, "Oh, right."
Yeah.
Learning new things on Slacker. Well, hope it's not disappointing things.
Did you know he's American? Shockers.
Want to be able to travel. Don't tell people that.
You ever think of like trying out like ghost roots or some shit with your hair?
Ghost roots?
Yes.
My
ghost
IRL
roots.
hair or my streamer hair? Oh shit.
Yeah. IRL hair.
No. I don't do anything to my hair except just let it grow.
Fair. I've recently given what's it called? Got my hair like styled into I forget. I think it's called a wolf cut or like something like that. Yeah. Missed so many. There we go. Go.
What did I do? Oh. There we go. Yo, what's up, France? Same stream? What do you mean? You've been here this whole time.
Aim stream, different streamer.
New stream. Who dis?
Also, if you're in a snow biome, you can pick up snow with crouch right click.
So you're saying I have a way to
Yep.
throw things at you.
Yes. But also, you don't have to break a shovel to pick up snow.
Well, I done goofed.
What do you do?
Oh, nothing. Just miscalculations as usual. You're in oh, you're watching the vertical format. Yeah, YouTube and TikTok currently have the privilege of using both formats. But Twitch just does not want to let me do that. I really wish they would let me do both formats.
Hopefully, eventually, Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube get over their pity party and fucking actually work together as streaming platforms.
Huh.
So people can choose instead of capitalism.
I mean, people are going to choose regardless. They're going to be forced.
True.
It's like...
But, like... That's why I said it was like a pity party.
Yeah. Use our
It's like,
platform.
Yeah, it's like, wait, we want to get all the money that you give us, not them. And it's just like, bruh, just shut up and
Yeah,
work
one
together so people can enjoy on all platforms
One thing that's
Taking
really
it,
gonna make Twitch lose their shit though is when they find out that the cut that TikTok takes is way smaller than Twitch's.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, is that why everybody streams there instead?" And it's like, "Mm-hmm."
No shit, Sherlock. It's almost like streamers need money.
You're gonna follow me? Oh, thank you, Camille. Wait, weren't you already following?
Hopefully they just don't follow you.
Oh, my YouTube channel. I do. Yeah. It's the same name. You can just look me up on YouTube, Slacker Savant.
Alright, I am at the stage where I need a light source. I need to figure out what light source I'm going to use, though.
Oh, this is going to bother me. Okay, so then that's gonna... Okay. Oh, I don't know how to say that word, but gymnopody or gymnopody or something like that. I don't know how to say that word. But yeah, I know what song you're talking about. Very famous classical song. Thank you, Camille. Also, Camille, all of the VODs are on my YouTube channel. So if ever you want to watch an old stream, just go to my my live tab and you'll see all of the VODs. And if you ever miss a stream, you can go there too. My VODs will always be on YouTube. Oh, yeah.
Use glowstone.
You wish you had blue eyes? Yeah, I bet your eyes are perfect. Don't say that.
Hopefully they don't become an eye stealer later on. I like my eyes.
I just leave Caffeine's eyes alone.
Let's see. Glow. The stones that glow. I need to get more. Dang it. Gotta go to the nether. Hate going to the nether.
Well, and have the nether go to you.
I don't think that's possible.
Anything is possible.
I guess if I build it, but that would require like going to the nether and then coming back from the nether and building a nether in the overworld.
Yeah, you get
I
the.
have that much energy.
You got it. You got the picture. That's what you got to do. Just do it.
Just do
Oh.
it. Stop questioning it. I
Oh,
still have to
God,
go to
this
the
is
nether
ugly.
anyway. I'm coming to judge you.
Wait. Oh, I know what I did wrong. You're gonna play for Elise? Is that what? Do you know how to play piano?
Oh wow. Oh, you're adding like a slant to that?
Looks weird. Why does it look? Oh, wait. One, 2, 3.
Were you intentionally making it slanted?
What do you mean slanted?
Like it's leaning to this side.
Oh yeah, no, I messed something up. Did I? Oh, you know what I think I did?
This is too wide in the center, not one wide.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's probably where I screwed up. I got to go one more over. Wait, what?
Have
Oh,
fun. Yeah, it's 2 in the center, not 1. So you're always gonna have that slant, or just 2 wide beams.
I think we're just gonna have to do a 2 wide beam then to fix this. Thank you, Camille. I appreciate that. It's very
It's
kind of you.
definitely not a mimic. What's not a mimic? His house?
No, I built that.
Slacker?
I built the house of leaves.
Why is your house leafing?
No, don't you know the horror story, The House of Leaves?
No, actually.
You should look it up. It's a mind fuck. Basically, this guy, him and his family move into this house, and the house changes itself. And one day he measures the house because he notices a room that like spawned out of nowhere. And so he's like, okay, what the hell's wrong with this house? And so he looks at the blueprints and measures his house and notices that it's a 1/4 inch bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. And it spirals out of control from there. And it's a really neat horror story. It looks like a mansion. Thank you. I try my best. Okay, so once we get the too wide situation fixed, then we can figure out. Okay, I'm putting pie on the ground. No, don't break. Wait, when you put pie on the ground, you can eat 1/4 of it instead of the whole pie?
Yes.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
Oh, I've been eating whole ass pie.
I literally showed you.
Yeah, well, you forget who you're talking to?
True. Alright, I'll be sure to show you harder next time, I guess.
Yeah. With visual examples and a full lesson plan.
I ate a 1/4 of a pie in front of you. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
How did I make...
God himself could descend upon us and I would not notice.
Damn.
Or herself. I don't know.
Itself.
Yeah. God themselves. We'll just say that.
If you believe in such a thing.
Yeah. Seriously. Oh, right. You can't turn stone into anything. It has to be cobblestone because it's a picky bitch.
Well,
I need more cobblestone. It's interesting that it says you can only sleep at night or during thunderstorms. So our poor little character gets scared during thunderstorms and has to hide under covers.
I didn't think about that. Oh. Why did they make the Nether have like fucking radioactive sounds?
Oh yeah, huh? In the background? I always thought about that.
Yeah. It's just like, is this place radioactive? Should I be worried about like an extended stay here?
Yeah, there's a freaking Geiger counter going off. If you stay quiet, it's because you're falling asleep. Oh, it's okay. You sleep.
Sleep, small child, and let the nightmares of the past wash over you like rain.
Let there be light. Can I unmake stone? Because you said you can like unmake other things.
I don't think so. I don't know. Alright.
Yeah, maybe I'll just make wood axes. Seems like a terrible waste of wood, but whatever. You got many Lego car sets. That's awesome. You like Lego? What's your favorite Lego set besides the car one? I needed a pickaxe. No, I'm good. I need a regular axe.
What?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you're just transcending reality as usual.
Oops. Well, that's not going to be wood. Yeah, I have entered neurodivergent space. It's okay.
Cool. I have entered focus space too, which is why I'm struggling to speak. Where it's just like brain on focus mode, and speech centers not available. So
Gotcha.
I'm trying, but yes.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
as per example.
Max Verstappen, Formula Red Bull. Oh, so you like Formula One? Hello, Joe Mama.
You know, I always wonder. There's always a Joe Mama, but where's your Joe Papa?
He did.
Did they get a divorce or something?
Joe Daddy.
Joe Daddy? Joe Daughter?
How you doing, Joe? Oh yeah. By the way, how do I protect my island the way you protected yours?
Okay, so press M.
M.
Up the top left, there's
Left.
claimed chunks.
Claim chunks.
And then you click the chunks you want to be safe.
Gotcha. I do a lot or
I think it's up to 500.
okay.
So, yes, a lot. That is Lava Lake. I am...
There we go.
this is
Wait,
gonna
hold
be
on.
fun.
The edge of my island is still touchable. There we go.
Get touched.
This is my island. My island.
Technically.
Who's your favorite team in Formula One? Or racer or whatever. I don't watch the sport, so I don't know. I'm a poser,
Who's
I
your-
know.
Who's your favorite thing in insert thing in thing?
Yeah, yeah. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Who's mad at you?
What's the matter you?
What's the matter with you? Hey, why you looking so sad? That is such an old song. I'm so sorry.
I have no idea what you're saying. You really like him.
Oh, lag. Ooh. Ah, the danger stone. Okay, let's not grab that one. Gotta love when the pickaxe reaches that point where it's just like netherite just disappears when you just kinda click.
Oh, is your pickaxe super duper strong now?
It's unbreaking, efficiency 5, and fortune 3. So yeah.
It reminds me when we were playing with Beaver and the others, and I had a pickaxe similar to that. I was just jackhammering through all that stone.
It's interesting how you can get a pickaxe that's faster than creative destruction.
It's okay, France. Don't worry about it. It's just Nightbot's really sensitive.
Nightbot do be a sensitive little lad. Because many bad viewers has traumatized the boy into high guard.
This still looks weird. What am I doing wrong? Maybe it's this. Oh, goodbye, axe. That it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, that looks better.
Oh, well, there goes some Yellowstone.
Your favorite driver is Max Verstappen.
Excuse me.
Ooh. But if
I don't have any arrows.
if he's got stopping in his name, then would he be a really good driver? Because he should be going.
Okay, Slack. All right, buddy.
It's okay. I can live with myself.
I'm glad you can.
I need some like scaffolding or something, man. What in the good goddamn?
I got bamboo if you want it.
I just need a way to stay up on my damn roof.
Nerd hole.
He took an screenshot of that. You didn't have to do that. That was me being dumb. Slacker likes to tell stupid jokes that make people roll their eyes.
Is always a good bit of fun. Alright, time to home. Also, what made your reactive like foodie?
Huh?
Like, how did you make your reactive? Because like, what's the inspiration for the cactus suit?
Oh, it's not a
Whatever that
cactus suit. It's my artist friend. So there was a meme in I don't know what you would call it, Asian Twitter, because she's from Singapore, and there was this meme from Dress Up Darling, where people were drawing. I guess there's like a part where there's two characters inside of suits that look like the one my reactive is in. And there's a meme going around in Asian Twitter where everybody was drawing different characters like that. And she got like this random stroke of inspiration where she was like, hey, I drew your character like this. And I was like, oh my God, I love it. It's so cute.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Yeah, I love it. That's gonna be my gremlin model too, whenever I do gremlin streams.
Nice. Wait, did I just get a small glimpse of... You are almost 6,000 blocks away from me. My God.
Me?
Yeah.
Is that a good thing? Bad thing?
I don't know. I'm glad we have waystones, is all I'm gonna say.
You're gonna use your screenshot for your chats? Oh God, are you turning me into an emoji?
A modified nerd.
Oh no. Aki. What's up, Aki?
Aki Nova, the one, the only.
The one, the only. Aww, Aki Nova.
Have enough. Back to the nether.
Have fun. Are you winning, son?
Kinda, not really.
How you doing, Aki? Is today a work day or is today a relaxed day? Oh, wait a minute. I should not have done that.
Today is, I almost need to end stream.
Brain power fading.
No, I got a task at 4 o'clock.
Ah.
So I gotta get ready for that.
Hey, all good. We're reaching that time anyway, so you tell me when you got to skedaddle.
All good.
Caught something. Oh no. That's no good. Well, be sure you get plenty of sleep, okay?
Well,
We can't
sure
ha-
you duplicate and mitosis.
We can't have a sick Aki. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna want stairs. So that'll be the roof. That'll come over. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That'll
see.
go up
I see.
here. Don't know what I'm gonna do about that.
Magic, clearly.
I can't do magic. I ain't a quirked up white boy.
Is that what I am to you?
No
'Cause
comment.
I am technically, my VTuber is technically a coffee mage, so.
Oh, not caffeinated, quirked up.
I know, but anyway.
Yeah, that's not the flavor of white boy that I am. I ain't quirked up.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we need stairs. I'm thinking.
He's rubbing brain
I'm
cells together, chat.
thinking. Yeah, if you guys hear sizzling, it's just my brain trying to work, okay? Do not call the fire department. But I'm doing all right, Aki. Thank you for asking. Just as a heads up, I don't know if I told you or not, but I won't be live probably for like the next few days. Basically this weekend, because I'm gonna be at an anime convention. And I'm gonna be there all day, so I'm likely gonna be tired.
Not
I will-
loud. No tired slacker.
You're not allowed.
Really. Okay. I'll show myself out.
I will try my best to. You know how bad I am with taking pictures. I'll try my best.
We're under attack.
Ah,
Welcome to the
Ooh.
gaming couch, all three
Get
Stay
rated.
Player viewers. We're so happy to have you.
what's up, VHS? How you doing? And hello, VHS Raiders. How are you guys doing? What's going on? You were playing some Tomodachi? How's the island going? Hello, new people. Welcome. I am Slacker. We were playing some Minecraft today. I hope you all... Yeah, modded Minecraft. I hope you all are having a fantastic evening. What was I looking for? I blinked out.
The meaning to life.
I am good too. Thank you very much for asking. You made a GameCube me? Oh my gosh. Yeah, all of your Miis are super cool looking. I like your Miis, especially your Rengoku. Your Rengoku is
Who?
yeah, Rengoku. They made a really cool Rengoku
I
Mii.
gotta look up the VOD. Hold up. I'm gonna judge you.
What did I do? Did something wrong. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I did wrong. Okay, Camille, have a good night. Thank you for being here. And you, VHS, if you need to raid and run or go and take care of yourself for your after stream stuff, please do so. Otherwise, please enjoy the stream.
Otherwise, you're trapped here forever by an enchanted spell of... I don't know.
That too.
Yes. You activated my trap car.
Are you-
know.
I don't know what it is.
My brain is on sizzle mode.
I-
It is trying.
I can't read Yu-Gi-Oh card. Uh-oh, thunderstorm. It's striking dangerously close to my very wooden house.
Keep an eye out for it.
This is like RimWorld all over again. Are you gonna make a Shinobu for your Rengoku? Or am I the only person that
Lost my
ships them?
tracking. Didn't I find you through Rimworld?
Yes, you did.
Oh, how long ago was that? Jesus.
Roughly 2 years ago? Yeah. Bye, Camille. Hasta luego. Put it upside down. Son of a gun. tired of mining
So
grass?
close.
You're so close. You can do it. Adios.
I think I might actually have to cut this process short, but all good. No.
I knew that wasn't enough. How do you do the damn? There we go. I like the rain noises. Oh my gosh, they're gonna put me to sleep.
Oh yeah, I think I got a mod that like improves the rain sound.
You gonna sleep? All right, VHS. Thank you for being here and thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. Have good sleeps.
Slacker, I imagine once I close down the server, you're probably gonna go to Tamagotchi.
No, I'm actually gonna end because I'm hitting almost 3.5, which is about
Okay.
time for me.
Fair. I'll probably end now too.
Okay.
So
Do we have to close and save, or do I just disconnect?
yeah, you'll just have to disconnect. It's fine.
Okay. Cool.
You're fine.
All right. Well, that is then where I'm gonna call it too.
Ow. Sorry.
Now you're good.
This will be good night, good evening, and good day.
Yes. I'm sorry, Aki. I'm sorry you couldn't be here too long. I hope you feel better though. But thanks for being here, Caffeine. And oh, I'm sorry. I honestly I feel like I don't talk enough sometimes. Sorry. I should probably shut up sometimes. Yeah. I gotcha. Yep. Let me find someone to raid out to. Oh, good. Bye. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to go to my channel. Sorry, guys. Went to a totally different website. Okay, there we go. Let us go and find someone to raid. You guys want to watch more Minecraft, or do you guys want to just watch somebody else? I think what I'm going to do is just go find a friend and just raid out to a friend. So let's see. Ooh, we got a lot of people. Who do we got that's doing... Who have I not raided in a while? Alright, bud. Catch you later. Let's go raid Mac. We'll go show Mac some love. He's playing finals. So show Mac some love, guys, alright? Alright, you guys have a wonderful night. Let me turn down the music a bit so that you guys can hear me, just in case it's too loud. You guys have a wonderful night. Please take care of yourselves. And I will most likely see you guys Monday, but if I'm able to stream at all this weekend, I'll try. It might be like maybe a short stream or something, but you guys take care of yourselves and we'll do it again later. Okay, bye.